Oh no, I'm not ready.
I know.
It's just called the serpent.
We're not ready apparently. But welcome to the stream. This is episode 23. I know it's been a hot moment. We've had some crazy stuff in our hometown happen over the last month and scheduling, and it's still basically August is basically still a summer month for us over here in Southeast Alaska. So we honestly we're getting over the summer, and now we're going to get back into some routine. We should have some players that are teachers, and so that's going to be fun. Yeah, it'll be red. So
it's my night. It's a hot mess night.
What went red?
Some people's eardrums will go red.
They'll be fine.
Yeah,
it's okay. I laughed earlier and almost blew out my husband's eardrums. So
this is true. We were trying to get some of the hiss and audio. So actually, if you feel like you want to let us know how the audio is doing, we're always trying to improve a little bit here. So I tweaked some audio settings. So hopefully there's less of a hiss. We'll eventually upgrade the whole audio system in the future, but for now we're just trying to work with what we have.
Suffering.
Okay, yeah, and on top of that, so episode 23, I'm calling this part 2 because last session my players really beat the head against the wall, and I mean this figuratively and almost literally. So it took them a moment to get through this this wonderful wall or barrier, and really what we're planning to do should hopefully happen this session moving forward. So last session they figured out kind of the curse rings. They traveled with a pack of some dwarves that are and kind of the area's militia. And then it kind of spooked them because they said that Scar was looking for them, or at least the description of the party to some degree. However, they ended up getting back near towards the gate, which you'll see the map here shortly. And at the gate, basically, from there, they were making some plans to get into the city. Ultimately, what ended up happening, and we'll go round table here shortly, to basically see what the players can remember from almost a month ago. But basically, they were able to get access to the city, and they are now being brought to the Magus estate. Now, I wanted to back up because I confused some of my players last session, and I want to clarify for the stream. But basically, House of Magus is also the House of Magnus. So, Magnus is the house name or the last name of one of our players' characters, and therefore her relatives. However, when the state was set up, and is kind of where the political power in the Underdark happens in this campaign, it is the Magus estate, and it competes against the Magi and then the Thieves Guild as well as political triad there. Explaining that, and then we're gonna jump in because it's been a while since we have gotten to play. We're gonna do some picking around the table. We have a player that is gone today. Hopefully we'll be back on schedule to have everybody at the table here rolling for the next several months until holiday season. Alright, transition order. John, do you want to kick us off? Do you remember anything? Or 0%?
Yeah, so Fizzle almost successfully teleported himself past the barrier into the city to single-handedly take down the whole elvish empire.
Yeah.
But then he somehow came to the recollection that he is not an army of one.
Oh,
so
not yet.
With that revelation in mind, he decided against it, diverted from his plans from infiltrating the city from the outside, and just regrouped with everyone else, seeing if they had any better ideas of how to get into the city without being notified.
Okay. Yeah. That's close to accurate, I'd say.
Pretty spot on. You know,
Pretty spot on. Alright. Ritz, what do you remember from your time?
Well, we were, in an area of ruins for a minute, and we weren't doing so great. And we were saved. Wow. by some dwarves. Oh, hi, I'm Phil. I'm playing Ritz, by the way.
Hi, Phil.
Hi.
Welcome.
My first time. Hope I can express myself freely. I don't have notes for this, so we'll just recap by memory. And we traveled back
True.
towards the town that we didn't want to get. Well, we were already caught in a sense, so we weren't directly in front of Scar, or whatever his name is, but as they were searching for a way into the city, they allowed the blind elf.
They being the party.
Yes, they beat the party. The dwarfs left actually. They dropped us off near the gate and then left. I believe. I don't think they stayed with us the
Yeah.
entire time.
About an hour away from the gate.
Yeah, so everyone was brainstorming or noodle storming on how to get in there. And Ritz was able to walk up and bullshit his way in.
This is not untrue, yeah.
Yeah, and simply just asked to talk to.
And how long did it take you to arrive to this, asking to talk to them?
Well, it took the whole damn game. But after everyone didn't want to listen to the chaotic guy, I just left and did it.
Just did it.
Yeah.
You think that's
They did
your
their own
evil
plans.
nature?
It could have been. I mean, it definitely could have been bad.
Maybe
My
maybe
cleaving abilities are.
your reputation
Renowned.
precedes you.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I guess I just winged it.
Yeah. Okay. Krista.
Darling doesn't really remember much because Krista doesn't really remember much.
Okay.
We didn't really do nothing. We kept trying to say stuff on this side, but I feel like the guys said a lot on that side to argue what we said, so we eventually just got quiet over here. And so, yeah. Things didn't go quickly. And we all kind of wanted to do our own thing. Or felt like we were in a major trap because our DM may have done that to us once or twice before.
I don't know.
Deidre, do you remember anything?
Yeah, literally the very first thing I wrote down was Magus is the title, House of my dad. Magnus is his last name.
Yes. Yep. Correct. Got that one down.
So yeah, we were saved by dwarves. I don't remember if it was a lantern or something they had, but they had something that they did with that. And then we were traveling back with them. But they said that we needed a brand to get in, and nobody wanted this brand. And then we talked about faking the brand. Like, literally talked forever about trying to get into the gate. And then he went invisible and used his flying boots to try to see if he could fly in. And then Rich just left. And then we kept sleeping so that what's-his-face could keep talking to some imaginary dude, but then he kept cawing at us, and we had no idea what he was cawing about.
Very true.
And then eventually we were like, okay, and then he came back and said, hey, I think I can get you guys in, paid some dude some gold and said I knew where so-and-so's daughter was. So then we went back to the gate, and we met up with my dad, and he gave us some cloaks that got us through the gate so we didn't have to get branded, and that's pretty much where we are.
That's a very good recap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally spaced that we got into the city.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
You
On
wanna add
Deidre,
anything?
I played Melissa. Not Maleficent. Maleficent.
Oh, got her.
That's on you. That's on you.
That's you.
No one else did that. That was you, just you.
Ben kept calling at us. I couldn't think of his name for a second. Nor my own, apparently.
I have nothing to add to
Nothing
that.
to add. You were just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet. Well, with that, we'll kick off. We're going to take a look at the map here, just kind of go recap over the city, and then we'll jump right into it. Okay, so as we can see here, you guys were camping basically at the edge of this deserted city, and so when Ritz went over to check in with and send a letter to your dad, basically He was there for a couple hours, came back, told you a story. Fizzle checked a lot of the perimeter of the wall, and flew, I believe he said, over to this area to check some stuff out. And then opted with I think it was an Arcana check of some sort, to see if you could pass through. Or
Yeah,
he'd be
I was going
incinerated.
to, but then I like wait, let me
Yeah,
check
something-
before I should.
yeah.
Because I wanted to like just teleport,
Just
pull
right into
the
it.
trigger on
Yep.
that, but I was like, wait, let me do a check first.
Yeah, so
Ended up saving my life, I guess.
yep, basically in a nutshell. So yeah, we've entered. We're going to start the session actually having traveled through the city. You guys have made it through the gate. You're under these cloaks. They're not properly sized for some of you. Most of them are of dwarven stature, which fits the majority of you. And then there's some very tall individuals that
It's a pretty cloak. Okay.
yeah, it's like a half shoulder cape, but they do their jobs, and they have gotten you through. You go over a bridge, you see the same water that ends up into the Goblin Sea pass through the city here, and you wind your way over the bridge, and you come to the Magus Estate. Magus Estate is... Yes.
What kind of people do we pass by? Like, are they mostly like elvish, dwarf slaves?
Yeah, so as you're passing through into this side of the city, particularly once you get over the bridge, most inhabitants that you see are dwarves. This is the major dwarf side, and in fact, some pointers that Boblin would have pointed out on the map from the Goblin camp is that up here in the north, while there isn't much housing yet, this is kind of where the elves reside. They have their own little castle. Most of them are mages, which is why it's the Magi's Guild up here. This is the citadel. This is where all the guilds meet. So in this area, there's an influx of just everybody. There is a market that is over here. And then the Thieves Guild has marked their own place on this side of the city. This is where you're going to see a mix of drow and draugr and underdark species that you would have associated with in some of the other mountainous regions. Not usually of the good nature type, more neutral or evil aligned. The market, pretty much neutral. You got some humans. You do notice passing through to the main section of the road here over the bridge is that while most species either have a brand or they are shackled. The brand's pretty visible on their fists. You can see it as long as they're not wearing gloves. Some have them on their neck. Some have chosen right on the forehead. The people that don't have brands are wearing shackles. If your passive perception is higher than 15,
We all just
27.
remembered how to play D&D and just went like, oh crap, we need to have things up.
Right.
At least this time, but I didn't. I know my passive is
with-
higher than 15.
with you, if you pass 15, basically you notice on the shackles itself are brands.
Mine is 15. Does that count?
Yeah, discount. So as you're passing by, you glance and you see the markations of the brand. It's kind of a star-looking thing.
Can I prestidigitate that brand onto my wrists as like a light distortion?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fairly easy to replicate even from this distance. It doesn't look like they're... I mean, it's burnt into the skin a lot of the time, so it's not like it's that pretty or it's stamped into metal in a rapid pace. You are... I would say that you as a party are fairly surprised to see it, like... It's fairly milling. Even the people in the shackles and stuff look like they have a job to do. When you get it past the bridge, you notice that a lot of the buildings over here are being constructed. This is a new area. Like, this was discovered only months ago. The wall was put up in rapid succession. A lot of the housing is now being developed. And you can see that the walls are tall enough. Obviously, you know that there's a barrier of some sort. You don't know of what capacity, but you know that these capes are protecting you from it. And then as you get to the Magus estate, you do see it's made of a dark steel, but there is red paneling that goes up. It's very industrial type. It's not made for pleasantries. It's very straight, sharp corners, to the point. There is a tall section that looks like it's capped with a little bit of adornment, but for the most part, it just tries to make itself present, but without being too overbearing to its surrounding. A lot of the houses nearby are very similar in stature, shape, and not necessarily size. Magnus, he is leading you. He's not really talking at this point. He's just trying to hustle you guys. Like he's moving pretty quick. Which you would know that this means your dad's kind of on a mission. He's trying to get. He sees some guards at the front of this particular section right here, and he whispers to them, and they kind of disappear into some guards' doors along the way. And he passes and opens the main doors, takes a right, and basically there's a meeting area, a chair looking down with some benches and stuff, kind of cathedral-like. But he continues walking past that, takes some stairs up to the left into this turret, and then you get to his arrangements. Half of the turret is basically his room. There are some other off-rooms, and he turns and stops, and he looks. I don't know who's last in the party, but he turned. We'll say it's Kired. Would you mind closing the door behind you?
Sure.
You close the door.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, the room kind of, you can hear an audible like pop, and he looks around to you and goes, "Now ears won't hear us in this particular section of the city. There's always spies about, especially when there's this much political intrigue happening in the city. You're welcome to take some time to rest up, whatever you need to do. I know it's probably been several days on the road, if not more, and God knows that you've had to probably pass those filthy goblins along the way. But there's rooms enough for each of you. Mine's over here. When you are ready, I can discuss some more matters about what's going on and how we can help."
Well, thank you for your hospitality. I think we should probably find our rooms, get settled, and I think we should have a group meeting on kind of the political landscape. What's going on here? You can fill us in.
Yes.
First, if you don't mind, we've had kind of quite the journey getting here.
Yes.
Make ourselves comfortable.
Just if you're looking to take we have steamed like hot baths down below. I would recommend keeping at least the cape on. Like, you take that off, eyes will be on you. So keep that on at all times, even if it's an inconvenience.
So even though we're within the castle, we still must wear this
Yes.
cape. Okay.
The barriers and acts, and we can discuss over the natures of the barrier here. For now, if you would excuse me, I would like to speak to my daughter. It's been some time.
Of course. Okay, so we can all make way for
You good?
and find our own rooms.
You want anybody to stay? You fine?
I'm good.
Okay.
Guess we'll all kind of disperse, except Millie.
Yeah. Alright, and he positions you towards his room, and inside he kind of walks over straight to a cabinet, pulls open the cabinet, starts pouring some brandy out of a crystalline glass, and brings you over one, and then has a large mug himself, and he kind of kicks down in the chair. It is good to see you well and alive.
You too, Father.
What is the nature of the topside?
We've been searching for swords for Galavantar. We found all of them, but we've run into some interesting interesting hiccups along the way, if you will.
Yes.
What are the new developments down here?
Well, you know how we are hardy nature and proud of our work. The wall was erected in less than 3 months, and now housing is being established. However, we are under dominion of the elves at this point, much to my distaste of that. In fact, it was no little maneuvering of myself and some other dwarves that allowed some of us to be free in this capacity. But we'll talk more on that later. Do you know how to get out of here?
No.
Do you know where you are seeking? You know there are other lands, right?
I know of the top world. I know of the underworld, but not...
Yes, but there are 2 other continents that aren't known to Mersta.
No, I don't know.
Well, basically, the reason that this underdark was created is because there are 2 more pathways to 2 other continents that previously our topside knew nothing about.
Do you know how to get there?
Well, I do have part solution into dealing with this, but there's a small hiccup that is developed, and I was hoping that your party would be able to potentially help with this, as long as eyes keep away. With this barrier, there's no way you're gonna get to Helst. And in fact, I'm not certain how well you're going to be able to get to Elmsfall, which are these people are calling the new continents. Helst is defended by a particularly stronger magic than what is defending Elmsfall right now, and so I am looking to get some contenders out and speak with the high druids that are more powerful than we've seen in Mersta for millennia, to help with the barrier that's keeping a lot of us inflicted with this dissatisfaction of being slaves. I'm free to come and go, but I have to play my cards correctly. You saying that you're not certain about the other continents, right?
Correct. Would you be okay if we bring in Sir Ben? Sir Ben is a fabulous...
Yeah, I'll give him access to all of my my maps here shortly, but I want to show you so you can kind of get an idea, and I also have some quests. 1 second here. Okay, so this is what he gets up with his brandy, and he brings about.
Dang.
He brings about.
What? We're immersed the whole time.
You've been immersed in the whole campaign,
It's
yes.
the only world we know of.
Yes.
Like,
We've been
wow.
told about.
Yes,
We've
you've
been told about.
This is the first living map that you guys have that you'll be able to see here in the future, and for my campaign 1 players that are familiar with this map. So yes, he brings this over to you and he unrolls it. He's like, obviously you can say the signing city of Alara and Dunrust and Hammerfell and Del Contour. They haven't updated with Darkven too much, but it's mostly swamp there anyways. Nobody wants to live there.
Except your mom.
Oh, burn!
Hey, you know what? You haven't even seen this going on right now.
The farthest that we've
I'm
ever
not even here.
the farthest that we've ever been able to sail north has been the Helsing Tower. But I never wanted to send you there, despite your clerical abilities as a daughter and young lass. What I'm saying, the High Druids are ones that I've been able to at least correspond with until the last couple weeks are in Elmsfall. Their nature is somewhat unknown unto themselves, but I'm hoping that they can help unlock some areas for us. There's no way easily to say this, but I'm trying to start a rebellion down here. That's why I was asking about how the top side's going.
Would you be okay if I bring the rest of my party in? Because they've been helping greatly on the top side. Would
Yes.
you? Yeah.
Yeah. Once they're ready to go.
The only one I don't fully trust is
The drow, yes.
We get it. We know.
We know.
Yeah, you can go
The
ahead
one
and
we don't fully trust is the.
collect your party.
Even the Magstrom is like, yeah, the drow. Really?
I guess I will discuss what I need to in front of them.
and then we can discuss more in private.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'd go out and I'd grab everyone back in just so they can hear this part and look at the map, especially because the map's out.
Then you guys clean
I will
yourselves
want Ben
up.
in here for this part.
I'm gonna be try to ritual cast detect magic
Okay.
within that time, and throw my stuff down in the room. Instantly start ritual casting detect magic with like glowing eyes, trying to determine like what's safe. Like within that safe room, if there's like that barrier of protection, if our rooms are like sanctuaries to ourselves, or if there's any prying eyes, essentially with the detect magic.
You get some magical pings. They're particularly in Magnus's room. There is several, you think, items inside chests.
What flavor?
And what?
What flavor?
High power they ping off.
Oh, okay, like a very citrusy, like
Yeah.
high power flavor.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
One kind of glows red, and there's another that glows blue,
Okay.
quite brightly. But the room yourself in, like when you close your eyes and you're detecting magic, it kind of all illuminates. You can tell that obviously some sort of barrier has been put up in place to protect against like the main barrier outside. So, but as soon as you were to leave this door or even unseal it, it breaks its spell.
Okay.
So, your rooms are safe. The upper side of the turret is safe, but anywhere outside is not. So,
Well, after you've brought us all together, is that a map you wanted to show us over there? It's on the
yes, my all the
We're
tables are
dwarves.
actually.
table? I know you're dwarves.
yeah.
I shouldn't have to reach that far.
No. So this is Mersta, as you have known it, grown with it, traveled it. We are in this marcation under the sea. I mean, obviously we're not an island itself, but that's why we have such large. That's why we have the Godland Sea, is it is part of the sea from the upper. It just has large waterfalls. We don't know how it exits, but it does. There are 2 other continents, and I'm assuming some of you knew this, right?
I think somewhere in my memory I do.
Okay.
I gotta really explore it because I'm super freaking old.
Okay.
I think that one you did.
You knew? You know of the others? Okay.
I knew of the one, but I never knew of Elmsfall.
Yeah. Elmsfall is
I knew there was at least one other.
yes. Elmsfall is where high druids are.
I think that's where I'm from.
You? Are you a druid?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and I think that's where I'm from.
It's part of the reason
I
wanna
have
bring the
some
rest of
really
my
strange
party in.
memories.
Strange memories.
Yeah.
I have strange
From
memories
a very
too.
far off place. That's
Well,
not
that.
here.
I have
Not
those
here.
memories
Well,
too.
I don't know how you would have traversed the sea.
There was a flower and this hole that I fell down, and then all of a sudden I came out and I was here.
You're Alice.
Yeah.
Was there a big giant?
Oh my gosh, and I'm the rabbit. Damn it, Colin! Dang. Whole time, Tweedledee and Tweedledum
Got the caterpillar right here. Got the Cheshire cat.
Not my intention, but I action there.
There's a
Yes.
lot of cats. At least one of them could have been the Cheshire cat.
That's gonna be Lucifer. A-hole that would leave us abandoned.
He's got the weird colored eyes.
Probably really comfortable right now.
Well, that is awesome to hear. I
It's
need
part of the
it.
reason I wanted to bring my whole party in, Father. I knew we had a druid amongst us,
Yes.
and someone with a very old memory.
Okay.
We just
Oh, yeah, it's
call
her.
someone
Yeah.
'cause she's old.
Yeah, we just pick on me because I'm the oldest person at the table.
I think
So-
you should- I think you do that yourself.
I can back up before I
do.
continue going about this map here, but Ensval, as I've spoken, maybe your people or where you come from or originate, High Druids. I've gotten to speak with them. They are the ones that enacted this barrier that you may have heard about and were trying to avoid. It is a spore barrier, meaning it's living energy. It detects uncounted or unbranded vessels inside of its proximity and alerts somebody that I'm most disagreeable with, but an elf named Scar, green eyes, kind of shady.
Yeah, I think we know him.
Yes, he is quite evil.
Yeah, that's been my dealings with him. He's quite merciless in some aspects. He's been set to rule over basically the undermines, but as much as, you know, the word evil is kind of thrown out there, he does understand a bit of a hierarchy. It's why I have my freedom and kind of my station. I've been granted the title Magus, which is ironic because I'm Magnus. But it allows me to speak on behalf of the dwarves inside the citadel, which, as you guys were entering the city, you probably saw a construction of a large tower being built in the center of town here. That's where we convene and meet. It's myself, and anytime this big of a city is built, for context, this is DM speaking, for context, the Underdark city, like the wall itself, the city that's being developed, is bigger than Alara, Hammerfell, and even Dunrust. It is quite huge. It's why you see pretty much every species, much like the Dunrust, where everybody kind of goes because it's trade. This is similar. It's just on a larger scale. Okay, back to the Magnus. And that's why the Thieves Guild has been brought. Well, I wouldn't have chosen to bring them in, but it happens when you have this large of a city. You need somebody that has information, dark dealings, this or that. Not that I like to pertain. I try to be upheld and upstanding and do things by the book. But
Any presence of any other guild?
no.
If you're looking for information but don't want to deal with the dark side, the Librarians Guild, we could probably have a foothold in this part of the city as well and provide ample information without any dark dealings of sorts.
I've never heard of them.
Oh.
Are they big?
Yeah, we're in every major city. Yeah, we're kind of a thing.
For being in every major city, I'm surprised to never have heard of you.
I'm sorry.
It's a secret organization.
Oh.
Even more
It's
so.
not-
I mean, you would think the Thieves Guild would try to be more secretive, but they really don't.
We're not. We're in every city. You go to every city has a library.
It's true. But they don't know that there's a guild of people working behind the scenes.
Dwarves aren't
across-
much for books anyways.
Well, that's
Unless
sad.
you're my daughter.
It's a win. Well, it's a consideration of sorts. If you were to welcome any guild for information, I feel like the Librarians Guild has much to offer.
I could put a vote in for it, but I don't have that much sway at this point in time to bring things in and out.
Did you vote in the Thieves Guild, or did they just establish themselves?
They established themselves.
That sounds about right for a Thieves Guild.
Yeah, at some point. Okay, I just didn't know what if there was a emissary from a guild who wanted to establish, presence of sorts, if one could just stake a claim in a new founded city or a new part of a city.
Yeah, no, I agree. You could bring a petition towards the citadel.
Towards the citadel. Okay, so good to know.
Yeah. Not that I'd advise it at this point in time, but you seem to have a certain disflavor for Scar, and he's kind of the one that accepts things or denies things, even if there is a vote. It's not quite the democracy you'd be looking for.
I do have quite the distaste for Scar. We'll say that. Is there a side against him?
Us?
Us constantly rebelling against him?
Well, as you can see, many dwarves are under the influence of the shackles or the brand, which the brands, for shortening it, include both shackles and, if you chose to be brand, are a certain type of magic that seem to numb the minds, and if they were to turn against Scar, it basically turns them into his soldiers. The whole city's under his influence right
So,
now.
it's probably a good idea that we didn't just go ahead and get branded in order to get in here.
Unless you have some
I just
sort of
need that stated clearly.
Unless you have some sort of god in your brain, I would imagine.
I think I do have some sort of god in my brain.
He looks at you very like,
The goddess of light was like my BFF at one point.
And what,
And actually, he has a god in his
She
brain
owns
too.
something?
Sometimes I wonder.
and what
Okay.
do you know of gods and brains?
oh,
Lots.
you know, for my portion, you know, gods can just get out of the way. I know my daughter has a different view on this, but they haven't ever done me much good. So
Damn.
I don't pertain to be a patron of any of the gods.
Well, if it's alright with you, I'd like to study these cloaks a little bit, see if I can try to replicate some of the magic. And it seems that these cloaks bestow a certain level of protection as well to us while we're within the confines of these spores that are. You said they're contrived by the druids?
Yes,
And are they in allegiance with Scar at this time?
they have to be at this moment.
They have to be. Oh, what makes them? What forces their hand to align with Scar?
That I don't know. That's what I've been trying to get information about.
Obviously, go to dice hall.
John's the dice hall too.
What I need help with, and I don't know if my daughter asked you guys this, but basically, I believe that there is an archway that leads out of the city that basically heads towards Elm's Fall. He pulls back, open this map. The archway is up over here. It's been I don't actually have it
Like
on the
the
map, but
northwest?
yeah, over in this portion of the city. But that archway has been locked by a key, and this key has been hidden by Scar somewhere. I've already contracted the Thieves Guild to check on his persons and his bedroom, but I have not been able to find or locate this particular key, so no messenger or person has been able to come nor go from the city.
We found a key.
Oh?
I can't remember who has it. I know it's not me. It was like a little shiny key, and I was looking on the wall for like a spot that the key could go in, but I failed that. Who has the key again?
So Ben has the key.
Oh, Ben has the key.
He hands it out and places it on the table. It's kind of rustic, old school, big turnkey.
Nice. You talking about we went out of order.
What? So As Magnus sees this, he picks it up and he goes, "This could be it. This could be what gets you outside of the city."
Certainly doesn't get you in the city.
No, there isn't a lock on the front gate, but on other, well, at least to Elmsfall, there's this lock, and this looks like it could be
Okay.
about the size.
Well, it looks like we had to sneak past the elven establishments there.
Don't have to sneak back past, I'd say. Elves are either in the citadel during the day, or they stay in their high towers at nighttime, and they don't really like mingling with other species.
I assume they have guards on the front on patrol.
More
They're-
spell work to keep people out. The thieves that I've heard try have wound up, petrified of some sort, or burnt, or shocked of some sort.
Burned.
Yeah, skin being burnt, melted.
Father, where is the tower being built for your meetings again?
Oh, the citadel. Yes, that is here central in the city, and he taps on the map right here. The main central tower isn't fully built. It's like halfway through construction, but the perimeter is there. It's not like it rains here, so the dwarves aren't as fast about putting on roofs per se. But that's where the meeting hall is for all the guilds. If you're willing to check with this key to head and to talk to the druids, it'd be mighty helpful. I'm concerned that only the druids have the power to unlock Helst sides of the doorway. Helst is past this archway and heads east here. He pulls back the other map. That's the other continent, and there's been rumors that the leader of the elves is, well, it sounds like he's amassing some sort of power from a power stream of some sort. I don't know what this stream is, but it's concerning to say the least. He's already released dragons. He's already created or helped this magician Scar create, dominion over dwarves. How long before every species has brands and shackles stolen away from their homes from the top side to work where there isn't as much sunlight or light of any part, figuratively and literally.
I assume you have some way to communicate with the druids, either
I did,
a personal voyage.
up until a week ago,
Oh,
and that's when the door was sealed.
what caused the door to seal?
I think some of my correspondence may have been found out by Scar. If the spores were to be lifted, the druids enact taking that off, it would essentially make the brands in this area useless, meaning I could unshackle many of the dwarves that wish to be free once again. An uprising could start, and we could start a revolt. Many of our species didn't come to the aid of Galavantar and Elvent. But if we can continue a fight, I don't know what the topside's doing. I don't know if there is a fight. I know dragons were released, and I know that was a failure on our side's part. But hopefully we can move past that.
Do you know how long the voyage would take? And do you have passage for us? A way to get there?
Well, it's a tunnel. You know how from what I've seen from my travelers, it takes roughly 2 weeks. A week there, a week back, and that's not much rest in between. I can help with some supplies, and I have some items that I quickly procured as I came down into this area first. I was one of the first. I was out picking mushrooms, okay, and it nabbed me then, but it allowed me to at least get ahead of this and start working with some other families and some other houses to work on at least this development in which there is some freedoms and some voice for the dwarves at this point. But nearly every dwarf that you see in this section of the city is ready to rally, ready to pick up pitchfork, pickaxe, whatever it is they have in their hands, to revolt. There's not that many elves down here stationed. I don't even know that all the elves that are stationed in the Magi Tower are for that side.
And you don't see any problem with us getting to the gate?
I don't think, as long as you keep these cloaks, on you when you leave this room, you should be okay to move about the city and explore. There is a market. It's usually filled with goods you can find, and any sort of armaments and weapons that you're looking for usually can be found here as well. It's comparable to Dunrest.
Sure, you're well aware, but we're wanted by
Yes.
Scar. Our faces are plastered on posters to be
Well-
brought in immediately.
Not necessarily your faces, but your descriptions. A party
I
of
tried
a
to tell them that.
yeah, a
Being
party
the
of
eclectic group, I think we would be identified together.
right.
So
Might not go all out at the same time or go by night. I don't know what's best for you guys.
a market sounds nice. I just don't know if we have a day for window shopping.
Well,
I think it's more of what do you think we will need to get on our journey? Like, is there something that we should be bringing these druids as a hello, this is where we came from? Or
no, you
is
can
there
tell them that Magnus
certain
sent you,
supplies that we need?
and if one of their own
You're
is
bringing
returning.
me.
I love that you think that's enough. No, I'm kidding.
Ah,
Dang.
whoa, whoa.
Dang. From a BFF too. We're your number one supporter. Well, I know this is a we're acting as an emissary on your behalf.
Yes.
Does that allow us certain liberties to certain capital, either from your coffers or from some?
Unfortunately, all my capital is put into the housing of the dwarves to at least get them some sort of shelter, beds, feed them. We're stretched thin in what I've been tasked by the citadel to append, but at this moment, no, there's not. However, he stands up, walks over to a chest, and he pulls out two weapons.
Is that
And-
the red and blue?
Yep. As he pulls these out, he goes, I was down by the lava fields, and one day, as I was there, I saw this one inside the lava field.
So rain
And you
cast down to defeat Sauron.
you recognize the hilt immediately. It's a sword of fire.
Like real
The
fire,
sword of-
or like
sword of
like the
hate?
ring of fire.
Yeah, sword of
The sort of hate.
And then this one has kind of a sorrowful aura. I found this at the ships of near the wreckage of the goblin field. And he sets them both on the table. They seem like they'd be mighty weapons indeed, and I don't know what their names are. Those swords should have a
Bob
solid
and
name.
Fred.
But
Fred and George. Why do I
I
always
would
think
gladly
the
give
wrong
these away. Weapons are pretty much banned in the city unless you hide them. So that's what I've been doing with these two.
On site, is there any mental connection between us and the weapons before we hold them, or we just
No,
see them?
you can talk to the two sword holders. Have you guys heard anything?
Yeah. All I hear is moans and screams.
Krista?
I don't have one of those ones.
We got it from the arena. No, we got one from the
I have
goblin
the Sword
arena.
of Light.
Mm-hmm.
That we got from the goblin
Right.
arena.
So, do you hear anything from these other swords, Krista?
Oh wait. Oh yeah.
Yes, you do have it.
Well.
So probably haven't heard
I
anything.
don't.
But from the previous connections we've had with our attuned weapons,
Mm-hmm.
even seeing them, there's no like voices.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just checking on site. Okay.
But it is the
It's
same
been a long
energy, the
time.
same.
Same,
Yeah, it is the
It's
same.
been a while since any of you guys held one, so.
I only had one for
Probably
like
wouldn't
2
know.
days. I'm just kidding.
I think Fizzle's gonna get like a gleam of like greed within his eyes as soon as he sees the sword and the power that it contains and the benefits it provides. Just not like salivating, but like the second he
But
pulls it out,
he's
and the-
salivating.
and the recognition of that, he is just drooling, just like, oh, I'm precious, you know, just. When you said you found out on a lava field, I imagined the Ring of Power from
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. I'm like, just Gollum, just precious. But to the same extent of that sort of hate, just the power that it provides is
Yeah.
valuable.
Yeah.
I don't
Do
know. Colin,
either
does
these
their blades hear
mean
anything?
something for you? Will your
I,
party take?
I think we're quite familiar. I mean, if you're willing to offload them, I know they're
Familiar.
illegal contraband on your side, but
Yes.
we're willing to use them in a beneficial way to,
Well,
I
they are
think, establish.
gifts to my daughter. She can do with them as she will.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares.
But let tonight be a celebration. Wear your cloaks. I will have a feast downstairs. Assuming you've been eating dried meat sticks and stale bread for many a week.
No, she's a really good cook.
Oh,
I do cook
oh,
pretty
good.
well.
Yeah.
I'm just good to hear. But still, feast downstairs in about an hour's time. Swords are a gift to you, daughter.
I'll take them from him and
Okay.
thank you for.
I don't know how to help, but I know that the druids hold sway over this. And as soon as it's broken, by the time you guys return, imagine we'll be in armament to fight against and rally the city to free ourselves, to make this a free city.
Any assistance that you require of us, please let us know, and we would be happily willing to facilitate
I'm-
such a rebellion.
With my blessing, I'm sending you guys to Elmsfall as soon as your feet will carry you. I mean, I still want at least a night with you guys to celebrate.
Of course, real quick, on the way from Mersta to here, we encountered some goblins. Do you
Yes.
think such monsters might be in the way between here and Elmsfall?
My travelers made it safe. They didn't make any mention of it. They still came back with scuffs and bruises, but they did not talk of what they ran into.
Okay.
I don't know if they just tripped or were clumsy or otherwise.
Talking about the ones that got caught?
Was that made it? Yeah.
No
Well, I'd
one
like to
knows.
speak to one just to get an idea about what the journey ahead
Yeah.
holds.
Unfortunately, since it's been about a week, I can only keep so many retainers on for inconspicuous activities, and since he was an informant, I've had to send him to be a placeholder inside the citadel. You'll have to travel to the citadel in order to speak to him.
If you're not expecting him anytime soon, I guess we just wait and we shall feast tonight.
Okay. Any other questions I can answer about the city?
So your information on the ones who were captured that stopped your correspondence, you have no idea if they were captured or just that
Well,
it
the door
stopped?
was closed. I wouldn't say that my correspondents were captured. I'm assuming they were smart enough to turn back if they were still in the travel, and if they were indeed captured, I have not heard when from my connections in the Thieves Guild or the Citadel to hear about anybody traversing through the door unauthorized.
if you could send a courier to your one of your emissaries to Elm's Fall, I'd love to speak with them before we depart.
Okay, I can certainly send them a message, but I don't know that their political duties will allow them to leave the citadel.
Understandable.
You do have the capes. You guys can travel to there if you wish.
I guess we await the feast. If there's any other business we need here.
I think we're good.
Okay. He kind of starts pouring some more brandy, hands out some dishes or glasses for you guys to enjoy. And you guys have time to basically clean yourselves up for the party, rest, do anything that you want to do.
I
Next
want
couple hours.
to. This was a not a feat, but like a level up as a character, as a replicate magic item. I want to study the cloak that we're wearing
Okay.
to replicate it into a form of a ring, if that's permissible. If not, the magic.
Then you can study it. Yeah.
I like to, yeah, if I can spend the time studying it, understanding the magic that makes it safe from the spores, and, along with the brands,
Yeah.
if I can help understand that and replicate magical item into the form of a ring in that same sense,
Okay.
to where it's not as conspicuous if someone sees us with the cloak. We can still have a ring that makes it safe appearance-wise.
Yeah.
So I feel like the cloaks are kind of a giveaway, but a ring is more inconspicuous and can, make up fake magic. How a
But the
brand
plus
looks
side
on
to
us.
a cloak is it can cover our face. And they know what the cloak means, so they just leave those people alone. Whereas if I have a ring, people will see this face. Well, not this one, because
You can
I
wish.
put on like 5 different faces.
Right, but I'm
I'm like
wearing-
Tonks, just changing her nose randomly.
I'm wearing rings.
You can
know.
roll first. I need a high investigation, and then I need it followed by an Arcana check.
Investigation is a 30,
Okay.
and then Arcana is going to be a using a flash of genius charge. That's going to be a 17.
Okay. You spend a couple hours studying, investigating the cloak. I mean, you've been told not to take it off, so you're kind of viewing it from a weird angle.
Yeah.
But unless you grab somebody else to sit there, that's still. But I don't know that you have any party members willing to do that. And in doing so, you're able to study design. You get to looking at the magical attributes to it after some time, and you determine that while this could be replicated onto a ring, you would need the device in which does so to do that, which could be found most likely and assumedly at a smithy.
Okay. Probably not going to want to follow up on that because I don't know the smithies here, and I don't know the allegiance of who would report to who, if I were to ask for such a contraband item.
Ben spends his time making notations about the new maps, copying them over, so you guys have reference, making notes about Magnus's guesses on how long it will take to reach Elm's Fall, and therefore detailing over the maps. Anybody else doing anything prep-wise?
I haven't bathed or showered or anything yet, so I'm going to do that before.
Mhm.
But then I'm also going to take a look at the 2 swords.
Okay.
And then there's still a library down there, right?
Yeah, he does have a small portion that you can go look for, books that have been brought from topside down.
But is there a library in the Underworld?
He didn't mark or note anything like that.
Okay. I think I would probably, yeah. gonna look at the 2 swords. I'm probably also gonna. I'm gonna have to do like my whole prayer routine and everything. Meditate a little bit about everything that I've just heard and found out. And then come up with a plan for who I think I should. Probably would talk to Ben about the weapons and see who had each one, because I don't think I remember. And then see about who I should give them to for our journey.
The
The blue sword.
Can I ask her dad who Scar's main followers are, like head guys?
Yeah, who can we trust?
No, I want to know who he's with.
Who can we
Who's-
trust?
Who's like his right hand man? His
He does
console?
all of his business of his own. The only person that checks in on him seemed to be coming from Helst.
Another elf.
No, Helst is the new other continent.
Yeah, no, but isn't that where the elves are?
Well, yeah, another elf, but I don't know his name. He doesn't stick around.
Was it a dark brooding guy? This one
Edge
has
lord.
magic coming out of his
Wait, you said it was
fingertips.
sorrow and which sword?
Sorrow and hatred.
Oh, hate. Okay. I wrote fire because John got all excited.
Well, fire was the sort of hate, kind of. It imbues fire with attacks.
Okay. I knew sorrow was mine. I just couldn't remember.
What we really should be asking is what new features do these 2 swords have?
None your biz.
To make you
You
a
ain't getting done.
flaming
She
Can
don't
I
like
do-
you.
homosexual.
Can I do a check on them to see what they? Do I know? Or
Do you have
does
to
Ben
spell
know?
identify?
I don't think I have identify.
I don't know.
I know I have detect
Blind and
magic.
deaf.
But I don't think I have
Yeah,
identify.
identify is the one that really lets you know the in and outs of.
Once I'm
Just
ready,
detect
can I
magic
go find
will let
the
you know if it's
kitchen
magical.
and try and see if I can learn new recipes and see
Yeah,
what they're
you
making.
can head down. You start learning immediately. The chefs are just adorned to have somebody else in there helping them, and they're super excited to show you Dwarven meals. You're actually very surprised. There's a lot of mushroom type recipes. Some deep
Big-ass
mushrooms that are large, some that are dark, and all that. So they show you a lot of different ways to cook these. Some are able to taste like meat, and others stay more mushroomy and all sorts. You also see different stews. They're very hearty meals. And then the other main commodity of the meat that they have are some
Eaten meals
underdark
and
goats and stuff. So a lot of the meat is goat.
Yeah, I don't have identify. I at least not queued up. I'd have to prep it.
Okay. In response to that, you're basically going to have to take hold and unsheath it to feel. But that also will
I know that's why I
potentially
raised my eye, Phil.
that will also potentially bind you to the sword.
I know, which is why I want to do it. Because I know what'll happen. I knew what happened when I did sorrow.
Hot tool.
Yeah.
Twist it. Now buff it.
To attune, you must do the hot tool.
You can grab inspiration for that.
Yeah. Wait, who's that, Phil?
Yeah.
Gets this right. Nice. Good job, Phil.
Play with mine that much to get it to work. Fuck.
Damn, I'm gonna be inspired all the time.
Damn it! Now you have to watch that movie.
What are you doing, darling, with your time?
We already learned there's no library.
Yep.
I
Kirad's in the
want to
kitchen.
go find if anybody is crafting, especially bracelets and necklaces. And I basically want to start making as many friendship bracelets as I can to give to people.
Okay. You notice nobody making friendship bracelets.
Okay, so then I'm definitely making.
With the slave
But you hear
brain.
people outside that are very much crafting.
Okay, I'll sit with them while I make bracelets.
Okay. Yeah, almost everybody right outside the manor are crafting houses. There's a bunch of construction workers moving stuff.
Okay, I definitely go and I talk to them to keep them entertained.
And they keep going, sure, yep, okay. As they pay very little attention to and continue with their work.
Sounds about right.
I like the idea
It's
of
kind of what our friends do, anyways.
the attempt of making friend bracelets, but like they're making slavery bracelets instead.
Wow.
Can I help with that?
Tink, tink,
Yeah,
tink,
you
tink.
can help. They're in the shape of shackles, and they kind of keep us in prison. But yeah, you can help.
It's a pair.
Identifies
They're
on a cleric
matching.
spell.
We do have these
Um,
furry ones.
I also would go and find my father so we could finish having our
ones for the ones
conversation.
that are in the
Okay.
dungeons all the time.
What do you want to discuss?
Well, he wanted to
Don't
discuss
look
something
them
with
in
me.
the eye.
Or did we finish?
No. I just
You
didn't know if you had
definitely
pointed
see
questions.
No.
See that?
I asked
Definitely
everything I
don't talk to
could
Carl.
ask during the group one.
Okay.
Poor Kyle.
There's a coworker.
I guess the only other question I'd have for him would be if there's something else he wanted me to be specific on that.
Oh no, he's got that far.
No,
off.
finding the-
1,000
Finding the
years.
key is the main priority. I was surprised to hear that you guys had that, but
Some shit.
it'll help you and aid you, hopefully, to get through the store. Granted that it's the right key. If we do take this city,
It's like the dogs when it comes to the wise, where they just like stare off.
the odds of
They've been through
the
Vietnam or
Dwarven
something.
presence here are going to be large. And, you know, not as spry as I once used to be, and I just hope that when the fighting starts that you will be safe. No, you'll probably be in Elmsfall still, but I hope that I make it out of this. I know that we had home near Hammerfell, and there in the mountains, somewhat. And I knew you left for your own terms, for your belief in the gods, and doing what you had to. Kept some track on you as you took time apart, and was just hoping that you were well. But I hope that you always know that you have home here, and even if you do not want the title of Magus in the future, it is yours if you want it.
Would you respect if I kept my religion?
I'm not saying I don't believe. I'm just saying that I have to have some animosities against it, especially with the enslavement of most of my race. They seem fairly absent in the doings and beings of us right now. I mean, nobody's heard from the gods in months at this point.
Your god ain't
Yeah.
shit.
Guess it depends on who's your god.
DM side note, this is an actual fact. Most people have not, even clerics. You are the only perhaps 6 people that heard from them, and they even interacted with gods in the last probably 6 months.
That's probably not a bad thing.
I don't remember what our god
I don't even know if I would tell him at this point because I know how
Mm-hmm.
crotchety he is.
Oh, our god gave us a thing that you can communicate with Twilight. I think so. We got it through Twilight, right, Krista? Our characters that were together. Or was it Deidre? We were like in the Tinkertown and we met Twilight.
Yeah, it was Deidre.
Deidre. Our Twilight gave us one thing to let us commune with Twilight for a one-time use.
No?
Yeah.
I'm fairly
No,
certain.
Baba Yaga gave me a thing that I could draw on her power if I need it. I have an amulet, a dreamcatcher from Baba Yaga that I can use once to call upon her strength. Might need it in other realms. That's the only thing I have in my other category.
I remember Twilight specifically.
Was I not here for that and I should have written it down?
No, I want to say you were here.
Well, no, but there was one time that she missed.
Yeah.
During that time, I think.
Oh, you're right. It could have been that time. We were given something that where we can commune with Twilight for a one-time use. To.
Because there's the one time I missed when, remember how you went through and I yelled at you about all the books, and then I missed
Yes.
that time after that?
That after. Okay, is that after
Because
time?
she did something my character would never do. With
Most
this-
likely. It was the time after
this.
that you were yelling at me with the books. It was after that where Twilight gave us something to directly communicate with them.
oh, that'd be cool to know.
Yeah.
What did I get?
Yeah, let me look at my notes real quick.
Notes are amazing.
They're like,
Or John is making this all up.
no, I swear to God, we were given something to work. It was
Well,
a
John,
one-time use.
What
It
did I
was-
get? A book?
Well, I don't know if we had to share it or we each got one use of it.
I would have taken it from you. We no
She
trust.
would have.
We
She
no
would have
trust you after
stolen
you
it.
took all the books and put them in the library randomly.
DM note for
I put them in
a
the
message.
library.
Vost is the main
Keep
elf
it,
that has been conquering and creating dominion. Scar is his minion.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
I got
what's
it.
his butt is his also minion.
I got it. So
Right.
Twilight told us that your family was working the tunnels
Thank you.
in the underworld. We were given a map to the other continent, which I guess the Underdark. I got a rank 1
I
to
did know.
Libraries Guild, and we got a coin for one-time use to communicate with Twilight. And then we had an arrow to attract the White Dragon. And 45 books. But we got a coin that let us do a one-time use, so you probably would have taken that from me.
Oh hell yeah!
Being the more religious
Oh,
one.
hell yeah.
Yeah, being like the religious one, yeah. Totally.
Wait, we got a coin for one-time use with Twilight, and then what was the other thing we got? The 45 books, which I'd be so mad. I'm still slightly irritated about.
And then,
and
there
then what
was
else?
an arrow
An arrow for.
that tracks the white dragon, which I totally forgot about. I don't know if you used that yet or brought it up, or if it's.
No, you guys haven't done anything with the White Dragon.
I did.
But I don't think the Underdark.
I learned Draconic because of the White Dragon.
Yeah, we haven't.
I've been trying to convince
I
my
released
party,
the White
but they
Dragon.
ignored me.
That's like the one time my notes actually came in use.
Oh wait, no, I
That's
don't think you guys know
crazy.
that. Oh yeah, I did. I told someone. I think
Yeah,
told
because
Ben.
I don't remember where this is, but
It's
my
hanging up
character
in
did
front
I'm
of
something
pretty certain you
with this
destroyed it.
in Brits.
Nuh-uh.
No, somehow
I
this
was gonna
is.
say, I'm pretty sure
It's hanging up in
it.
front of my door.
Oh.
It's still
Left
waiting
it.
for me to.
Yeah, because they came back and I was like, I did what?
Yeah, you pranked.
Somehow, because I wouldn't have done that to him. I would have done.
There was some.
So we do have a
coaxing
coin.
in that.
We can do a one-time or communication with Twilight.
There may or may not have been.
If
yeah.
you want to
And
ask,
now we have them in my other.
Anyhow, your father's angry at the gods,
Coaxing
but
on that
Yeah.
end.
just letting you know, you do have that option. Any question can be answered by Twilight.
Just one.
Just yeah, it's a one-time use.
okay. Well, before we get to basically the banquet, or actually, the banquet goes fine.
The feast.
There's a bunch of dwarves that come in. A lot of them have shackles, but they try to wear robes that hide this fact. You can tell a lot of them are political in nature, less warrior type that you're used to. And you help in dyeing up, make a lot of the food that night. I believe Darling has bracelets for everybody at the party. And
They'll
I
have
think-
bracelets for everybody that works in his house, or like
Are you gonna
lives
take them
in
back?
You mean
River.
thousands of people?
No, like in his house.
Oh, in this house? Hundreds of people?
Well, I don't know.
Matching
I don't
sleeve
care. I try to make
bracelets.
as many happy bracelets as possible.
Okay. I'm assuming
Back of the bus for all of
you
us.
start drinking all the brown ale that's brought out.
Me?
That's all
Oh.
that's around.
Does Ben have the identify spell? Because he's the only
I
other
mean, we
person I
could-
would have talked
Yes,
to
he
about
would.
this words.
I don't know what anyone's gonna do with a drunk brow.
Same thing we always do.
I can
Deal
check.
with it
How many times do I get drunk?
every time.
What are you doing during the banquet? Anything in particular? that you're
I
looking-
want to understand who Magnus is talking to, as in who is his main allies. And if he's talking to like his main person, who he uses as correspondence to, like the courier person. I'm trying to talk to like the person at the
He's
Citadel.
mostly talking to different, basically project leaders of the housing. He's more concerned with his people than he is necessarily
No,
political. So
change
he's
your
going
mind.
around checking how this section of the housing is going. You know, the roofers, how they're doing, the smithies and stuff like that. What's going on there?
I mostly want to focus on like the smitheries of like if he's talking to like the smiths,
Yeah.
the roofers, the leaders of each people in their specific areas of work,
Yeah.
who he trusts, and who he's talking to. Pretty much is what I'm looking out for at this piece.
Okay. Ben does have ritual cast, or not? He has identify as a ritual caster.
Okay, so I would talk to him about the swords and ask him
Okay.
if he could identify them, because I would be pretty sure that I recognize the Sword of Sorrow because it was the one I had, but see if he could tell me more about them.
Okay. He says tonight he'll work on it after the feast. In what you overhear, Fizzle, basically, projects are going well. The dwarves are very efficient. The smithies talk about non-stop shackle making, and how day and night, as more dwarves are being put under the brand or the shackle being easier to deal with than a physical, only so many people do that. Basically, you get the idea that there is a certain hammer that has been imbued by magic that helps create the markation, or is heated up and branded into people.
Gotcha. I just want to get a feel for, does Magnus trust
Everyone.
everyone?
He trusts everyone.
He trusts everyone. Okay.
He doesn't play like a thieves guild. He doesn't play suspicious, even like a librarian guild. Keep things quiet. He's loud, intentional. In fact, you get the impression that if the House of Magus was a guild itself, from some foresight, DM knowledge also, like, eventually the House of Magus is where, like, adventurers and fighters guild rest in the city.
But there's like a guaranteed level of trust of anyone
Yep.
that's here. is
Inner
that
level of trust.
cool?
Your night goes well, and you end up retiring to your rooms. You guys can take a long rest if you need that for any of your spell slots. And we are going to take a break while I do some stuff on the back end. People can get bathrooms and all that good stuff. So we will see you here in the next 10 or 15. All right, welcome back, and thank you for the patience. And we're going to continue on with our session.
Oh, good.
So Ben was able to ritually cast Identify, and so we're going to first look at the Sword of Hatred, Enhance. Well, I need to change some of the text in the future, but the Sword of Hatred is the imbuement of the hatred of lava itself. It was forged by the best of the ancient dwarves and given partial powers of the first dwarf. Enhanced. It is a +4 weapon. It allows you to inflict 4d6 fire damage. Also need to change some of the text there. Additionally, once per long rest, you may cast Firestorm at 7th level. Additionally to that, ability to cast Fly 2 times per short rest, and you are invulnerable to fire, but vulnerable to cold or ice.
And
And
what the fuck?
Any downside that we know of? Or?
it takes
Colin
double
mentioned.
damage essentially
And we did
from
invite
cold.
Phil.
Cold? Heck yeah.
We'll see.
Sword of
Every time
Sorrows.
I cold damage.
The Sword of Sorrows is an imbuement of the sea itself. It was forged by the best of the merfolk and given partial powers of the Bitch Queen herself.
Oh, I
Is
heard the.
enhanced.
I heard the bitch queen.
Me too. What did you say?
The Bitch Queen.
The Itch King.
You said bitch.
Yeah, it's an actual god of D&D Beyond.
Right.
It's the main one of the main sea goddesses. You guys encountered this back
Yeah,
in Hammerfell.
in the pirate camp. Wait, no.
I don't
You
remember.
don't
remember
this.
this.
I don't
I
remember
think,
her being
yeah.
called a bitch though.
The
Yeah.
Bitch Queen
I
is her.
think I heard witch queen, and
Yeah,
then today's the first time I heard
I
witch
think
queen.
it's the same
Looking
thing.
at you like, whoa, Colin.
That's one of her names.
This is why we
Umberlee.
totally
Umberlee, yeah.
Umberlee.
Queen of the Sea.
My sister?
like Umbridge.
Yeah, but Queen of the Sea.
Dude,
she's
you are still getting this
the
sword.
Queen of
His
Chaos.
half sister is
My
the
sword
Bitch
does
Queen.
enough.
Yeah. Queen
This
of
is
Chaos.
why I voiced this sword.
The Queen of Storms.
Yeah, that's why he.
Sailors worship her out of mercy and forgiveness because they're scared of her.
It is
They
a
scared-
+4
they scared.
weapon. It allows you to inflict 4d6 cold damage, causing stun for 1 turn. Additionally, once per long rest, you may cast Ice Storm to 7th level, and allows 2 teleport spells per short rest.
Truth.
Invulnerable to cold damage, but vulnerable to fire.
Nothing.
That's it. That's it.
Why the fuck
Vulnerable-
is mine
Hey,
so terrible?
Fire damage
Why
is
is
the
it
most
terrible?
common
Yeah.
Look at
type.
this.
So
I-
being so susceptible to fire is pretty bad.
I've always wondered why that sword has so much to it. But you know what? You got it, so I don't feel that bad actually.
So yeah, bless your heart. You love
Bless your heart.
Bless your blind fucking soul.
it.
We still have a lot of the campaign to go.
I mean,
through.
it's cursed, so.
He's gonna redeem that sword somehow.
Do you have like Gorilla Glue or something?
I do not.
So is that what Ben told
Guys,
you?
we're a
Yes.
very like inept house, okay? What?
You don't have a
Mr.
staple.
No
gun.
staple.
Curses. I got 3.
He probably has a staple gun though.
Yeah, but
in
it's really
fairness,
powerful.
Colin, do you have a
Ours is,
staple
like,
gun
basic. We have
just
no
no
gun with that.
stapler?
There's
You
no
cast
screws to everything.
fucking a fire spell at the 7th level.
Not yet.
Are you like a min max, or you're just gonna like max and fire?
If I was a min maxer, I would
And
be
then
an
every
artificer.
time it
Artificers
snows, it gets a fucking
suck
cold.
spellcasters.
Yeah.
Like
Goes
that,
down
that
for the count.
46
Snowflake
makes
sits
me
in.
average to other spellcasters by far. I will visit your room tonight after the
Wow! Lock the dang door.
Remember,
Doesn't sound.
He gives
great.
us special
hands,
knock.
sir, 2 hands.
I got that ring of heat.
Oh!
No, I'm pretty sure I gave it to Ben because
Yeah.
Sir Ben he's got that. He hasn't wielded it.
It was
but-
only to prevent Phil from getting it.
right.
The Lord of Chaos,
Lord of Chaos.
and our friend of
From
And I would
Chaos.
have just stuck it on some helpless smuck and then fell in love with someone. Oh.
So I would like to
Oh, wait.
visit your room for the night after you've like identified.
For the whole night?
Not the night. No, just like after the feast, after the
For the
revelry.
same stature.
That's all that it
He's
makes to be loved.
married.
I'm
Same
married.
size.
He's married. I've seen.
I've got a kid and another one.
I have a kid and another one.
I've got a kid that I like. and the other.
Wow!
So what? I'm supposed to. Is it 6 days for this fucking ring? I'm only on day 5. What's wrong with me again at this ring? I forgot.
What's wrong with me? Everything.
Everything. What is
Well, I
six?
thought we were
Resistant
past
to acid, vulnerable to fire.
it. Oh,
No.
mine's just obsolete anyway. No.
Some people
Yeah,
had a longer time frame than other people.
Yeah.
6
Day
days.
5
Years
of 6
ever.
days. One more day.
One more day. Oof.
Right? No. We long rested once today already, right?
Well, yeah, but how many times did we fall? How many times did everyone sleep?
Yeah,
Waiting for
I
the
tallied. Don't worry, I was
You weren't here for
tallying.
the.
Hasn't
were
been
you?
a day yet.
It hasn't been a day yet?
After the banquet, it will be.
Oh, mother.
What about?
I thought you just said we could long rest.
You just said we could long rest.
I was
including
gonna,
the banquet.
I was gonna visit you before we long rest during the night after the dinner. And be like, hey, I know you
Keep saying
have the
during the
sword.
night in a creepy way.
I'm familiar with it.
Doors?
I don't know if you discovered anything new about it. I saw you talk to Sir Ben.
Oh, wait, I would have
Don't-
asked. Hold on. Pause. I'd have asked Sir Ben ahead of time who should get the swords. What did Sir Ben tell me?
I don't really care. I have no want to do with anything with the swords anymore. I have my family heirloom.
But who should I give the swords to? Who do you think it would be best suited for in the party with their attributes?
I would only grasp hold of them if they mean something to
Double hand.
To me?
to you.
We all held tips together. We would all recognize who held what other sword. Right. Okay. So you've seen me with that sword.
I'm trying to roleplay him because he's very disgruntled with the swords.
All the swords?
Yeah.
Who is?
Ben.
And, well,
I don't remember why though. Is it because he had the sword of acid and it like fucked with it?
No, he had his sword.
X sword is now.
That's what I mean. He had his sword that was all.
No, part of his visions.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I don't know that.
No.
And he was the wrong one to talk to about this.
I would just be careful with them if I were you.
Because I feel like I should keep the harpers. Sorry, thinking in my head. The harpers. I feel like I should keep one because my dad gave me one. But I don't know which one I would keep.
One of them was heavy too, right? We had two. We got two right away. It was like heavy and sorrow.
Heavy and sorrow, and I got sorrow.
The sort of hate.
No, before.
Oh, before that sort of heaviness, yeah.
Why are you so against the swords?
I already have a good one here.
But it seems to be more than that. I trust your counsel, Ben. My father gave me these swords as a weapon, and I feel I should keep one.
I probably would, but in my shoes, it's not applicable. If you're looking for direct people to give it to, keep one to satisfy your father. Give the fire one to Fizzle.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, now you can see
I'm
me.
going to bed.
Millie, hey,
Millie!
it's your boy Fizzle.
Ew.
You
Definitely don't let him in now.
Are you awake?
You saw him like try to hit on me, and if after the
You
that's
up?
your boy
You
Fizzle.
up?
Fizzle, did you put that ring back on?
No, I gave that to Sir Ben for safekeeping, and I am well assured it is within quite the safe confines.
Okay, open my door. I'll let you in.
Keep it. Well, have you decided on the swords? I know I have a familiar past with one of them, and you so with the other. Have you noticed any difference with them? I know your father bestowed them upon you, and I don't know if there's any changes with how they were delivered.
They seem to be better than what they were before. I had Ben take a look at them just to see, since we lost them, if anything had changed, and they seem to be enhanced, if you will. This one was yours. I don't know if you notice any differences just looking at it, but it seems to be better.
I want to try and inspect the sword as most I can. With Arcana or just like straight up.
Ritual spell.
I don't have Identify.
Identify, sorry, yeah.
No, I don't have that spell. I just have like an Arcana.
Could I
check.
I don't remember exactly what Like I can't repeat exactly what you
You
said.
can read off of.
Okay. What Sir Ben told me was that I want to read this part. It's a +4 weapon that allows you to inflict 4d6 fire damage, blinding one creature for 1 round on a hit. Additionally, once per long rest, you may cast Firestorm at 7th level. It's also heavier. It's now 5 pounds. Mine used to be 3.
Well, what I know of swords is that although they have a side and a blade facing towards your enemy, there's always another side facing towards yourself. So with great benefit, there could be great consequences. I want to be wary with this. I want to be safe.
Ben was cautious as well. And I feel, even though I had this sword of sorrow before, and my father gave me the weapon back, that I feel the same way.
I feel like this is a blessing, but blessings sometimes come with a downside.
Yes.
Even if they're not now, they may be later. But
There's always a balance.
balance at the edge of a sword. With that, I'll take the sword and pay my respects and leave.
You guys can both equip either the Sword of Sorrows or the Sword of Hatred.
And that's all I wanted to really achieve for the evening.
So I removed the Sword of Hatred out of my inventory. I don't know if that matters. That makes it available to him or not. But
What's that?
I removed it. I took it back out of my
Yeah,
inventory.
he should be able to find it.
No matter what. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how it worked because I'm a noob.
No, it's D&D Beyond, yeah. It is what it is.
Other people are probably like, cool, look at these swords, guys.
It's like an open access, like anyone
Yeah.
can just make a weapon for everyone else. Sick. The downside is that you do have to like manually add the bonuses because they don't
Yeah.
apply to like when you automatically roll a spell or something.
Mm-hmm. If I don't equip it, then I don't have the,
Correct.
I'm not vulnerable to fire, correct?
Correct.
I have another question.
Part of me feels like I might as well just do it because I still got one more day of vulnerability to fire anyway.
The damage is 1d8 plus 3 plus 46 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to this sword, whenever I cast a spell, I may add 1d4 fire damage. With the enhanced version, it makes it sound like whenever I have to attack with that weapon to inflict that 46 fire damage.
It's with fire spells.
With fire spells.
Or with the sword itself.
Okay, so if I do a melee attack or with fire spells, I can.
It's the same with ice, for sure.
Okay.
Or cold, I guess.
Yeah. But with that same type school or type of damage, you can add that bonus damage
Yeah.
to it. Okay, cool.
So you cast Fireball, that's that 46.
To the overall or
Yeah.
to just one creature? The
So
overall.
that overall.
Okay. Because there are like some other artificer things that if you do an area effect and you add a bonus, that a bonus only applies to one creature. But this one is to the
All.
overall score of the damage. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Just checking.
Yep.
And then blinding one creature for a round on the hit for the 46.
It's whoever the main target is. So even if it's AoE, that's
Gotcha.
intentional.
Casting fireball on this person.
Yep.
Try to blind them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there, I take it like a spell casting save or something?
Just one round. It's automatic.
Just the one round. Oh, okay, they're blinded for one round.
It's the same with the stuns. Light, Sword of Light does a blinding as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing.
The All-Seeing Blade is definitely captivating in its uniqueness, so...
Yeah. Last question: the blind you one creature per round, or for 1 round on hit, is that reset on a short rest, or is that every time?
Every time.
Every time I can blind a creature.
For 1 round. So yeah.
For 1
if
round.
you want to keep blinding the same
Yeah.
creature.
So like fire spell, you're blinded. Fire spell, you're blinded. That's
Yeah.
cool. Just checking. Just asking beforehand before I do anything else. That's all I have for follow-ups.
Okay.
Sweet.
Any questions for you on yours?
No, I didn't equip it.
Okay.
I equipped it. ASAP. Get back to
So
our room.
quick.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really a melee.
My blessed, precious, my precious.
I'm not
You
really.
guys hear weird murmurings from Fizzle's room all night.
I'm not really a melee player, so.
My precious, my precious.
That's not what we said by attuning to it.
You told me to stroke your sword.
Everything is not awesome.
New kink engaged.
Did they end up in that cubby?
No, that's my markers. I'm not for looking.
The morning comes,
Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
except there's no sun.
Oh, that's right.
Here
Here
come
comes
the
the glow.
mushrooms. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Here comes the glow.
Colin's got a room of buzz.
What is cool?
What was that?
I know. You need to show those things you got going on.
Secrets for later. Yep.
Oh, Phil, you have one more. Colin was hiding it.
I don't have the tools yet, so we have to.
I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna head downstairs. I'm gonna start looking for some breakfast.
Start smelling for Curad's
I guess
breakfast.
Kirad's asleep still.
That's right. My dad's got peeps.
Yeah, she finally took a day off because somebody else is in the kitchen.
I learned all my recipes yesterday, and they were so good that I decided that I'd let other people make
Yeah,
breakfast.
you're like, you know what? I'm just
I
gonna
need the folder.
I guess there's leftovers from the feast.
No,
Cool. We'll have
there's
that.
some lamb left.
Lamb it is.
There you go. There's some beer too.
Just coffee.
You
When
might find
Brad
any of
doesn't
that.
wake up, I panic.
I mean, if I do have beer, it's gonna be the take of sobriety if I do. So
Sweet.
I nullify any alcohol.
Oh, alright, bye.
You're like,
Bye, Felicia.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what that's from?
No.
Good. You shouldn't be watching that movie.
No.
She watched it. She watched it and thought it was funny.
Yeah, she did.
It's a good
she,
movie.
She watched it with me, and as I was like freaking out, she's like, "It's okay. It's just a movie." And I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Suspension of belief.
I know. I was like, "Are you allowed to watch this? It's like PG-13." And she's like, "I've watched it." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're fine."
I guess our plan from here was to head off to Allen's Fall.
We all wake. Did you all get
Almsfall.
breakfast?
Yeah,
Had
almost
to
fall.
breakfast Elmsfall. Got a nap. Ben, I think, charted it for us.
We got to get to the gate first and check and see if the key works.
Mhm.
And what if it doesn't work? Do we have any idea where another key might
We
be?
just make Fizzle teleport through.
How do you know about that?
You talk in your sleep.
No.
It's weird.
All I said was my precious during my sleep.
Yeah.
It's like stroking a sword.
There are inside thoughts, and then there's outside thoughts. That should remain only an inside thought.
As y'all see, like, I do have these sort of hatred on my side, well attuned and equipped to my person.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess our business is concluded here. We should continue on to Elmsfall and try to see how we can help the druids. and check out Kira's home.
I'm skipping ahead because I'm excited.
I know, me too.
I'm
excited
like
to see her hometown.
waiting behind, and I go, I'm a little scared, Ben. What if she likes the druids more than she likes us, and she doesn't want to come home with us?
She is a full adult herself.
That's a bad thing, Ben. I
And as
don't.
much as it would be saddening to learn about her choice to depart, it would be her choice and up to her. The good news is we now know that this path is available to us, and hopefully what we are doing crusades enough of the future to be able to visit.
What they say, if it's meant to be, just let it go, it'll come back to you.
Why are you eavesdropping all the time?
He just passes by and mentally says that to you.
It's meant to be, it's meant to be. Skip off.
I'm just skipping up ahead.
Gang, gang.
Wait, I thought we were waiting till nightfall to go so that we wouldn't get all recognized as a party.
I don't know what Fizzle or Ritz or Kira are doing, but they all seem to be out the door.
I think we're ready. We don't have to wait for nightfall. We were insured by Magnus that the city of the elves wouldn't impede on our journey up there.
Because of the clothes?
Yeah, just because they don't care. I think they sleep there, but during the day they don't sleep there.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
not vampires.
Because we have to walk past the city of the elves, or the citadel of the elves, to get through from there. But we were told that we wouldn't be
I
stopped.
don't think he
There's
said
no
he didn't say we
guards.
wouldn't be stopped. He said that there are posters just with our description, and that as a party we might be recognized. And so he said maybe under the cover of nightfall. He did make some suggestions,
Yeah.
or maybe we go separate, like a small little bits of party.
Sure.
We had talked about going to the market.
Can we confirm with Magnus if we have to go by nightfall to be safe, or if it's safe to go during the day?
I mean, I'm packing up and he's literally shoving some maps in and he's rushing out the door because Kira's already about 15 minutes gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if
So,
Kira's gone,
how about
alright.
the
Someone
three of
yelling
you
after
go
me?
first, then the three of us will follow
Ben
behind by
leads.
2 hours.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess if we want to do in groups, we can do Ben and Kurad and one more Deidre if you want to
I'll
lead.
go. Yeah.
Who the hell's Deidre?
And not Millie. Who the hell's Millicent either? Or
Maleficent,
Maleficent.
yeah.
But if Millie, if
I-
you want to join them, Millie, join them, and we shall catch up, and we'll be behind
Is this your
in
third wife?
30 minutes.
How many wives
my
do you
other
want?
child.
Oh,
That's my other child. We don't talk about him or her. We don't know yet. Alright, yeah, we'll meet up with y'all past the city of the elves. Just wait for us as hopefully Millie departs with them.
You take off? You see Ben already pretty far down the street and he's kind of fast walking to like.
I'm on an adventure!
No, he's trying to catch up to a skipping half orc.
His sister?
It's true. They're probably pretty big strides.
Yeah.
Clop, 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 thump, thump, thump.
That doesn't look comfortable.
I'm probably going to be a little less conspicuous. Maybe not as, I'm definitely not skipping like
No.
mad, and I'm definitely not power
You
walking.
got Mr. Black Hat Stormcloud over there, and then
No,
you
the
got
three of us are behind.
Yeah, us three are
We're
holding
gonna.
back. We're gonna re-meet. We're gonna reconvene.
Well, just because I'm a dwarf, and they're gonna, and I know that we're enslaved, so if I look like I'm running away from something,
Mhm.
I'm
You're just gonna.
probably gonna draw
Walk
way
it.
more attention than they are.
Okay.
So knowing this with my short little stubby legs,
You're just gonna.
I'm gonna keep him in eyesight, and I'm gonna, mean business, but I'm keeping my head down and I'm looking
Yeah.
fairly.
You look down for like 2 minutes and you look back up and Ben's out of sight.
Alright.
But you kind of know where you're going. The path's pretty much directional.
Yeah.
You can see the Magi's Tower. You know from there you veer left.
Okay.
Guess 30 minutes later we depart after and hope to reconvene. Y'all want to do it in any conspicuous way? Any of us want to be invisible? I mean, we all have cloaks, so we can just walk and be okay.
Does the party, like, does they
One
say,
of you guys
in
have
the
to
party
guide
of
me,
6,
'cause
does it describe, like,
It's
human,
weird if I
elf,
just walk around
dwarf?
with my big sword on my.
You have your like
Does it what?
cane.
Like, it does it describe the races that are in the party? Like, when they go, oh, there's 6 people in the party.
Yeah,
or-
6 people in the party. 1 human, a dwarf, a gnome, a drow, a herringon, and then a half-orc.
Oh, so they describe me as a Haragon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'm already disguised then.
Yeah.
But if we want to make it, you know, like maybe we're 2 drows, or should I change the face that I'm wearing to make it, you know,
Anything other
like to
than-
where maybe if there's 2 drows, it doesn't seem that weird
Yeah, that makes sense. That can be
because
invisible.
he's kind of. Oh yeah, and you can be invisible.
Yeah, 2 drow.
Right, 2 drows and invisible.
Yeah, there we go. That's not conspicuous at all. So we'll go as that.
If we got one drow just carrying around the big sword.
Well, I think.
Well,
she's
you're gonna
help
put
you
your sword away.
No.
because
Then
I
he'll
think.
be blinded.
Yeah.
But then you can help him if you
Yeah.
just like hold his hand.
Well, you probably should suggest to him that he should pretend to be that blind old dude like you did before.
Who said I was old?
Yeah, I didn't say
Yeah, Rich is
No
like
one
18,
said
you
old.
know. I'm actually pretty certain he's like 18 or 19.
No.
Really? No.
Well, in
Yeah,
elf,
act blind and
elvish,
pathetic,
whatever that
dude.
relates
Yeah, 200 years or
to.
something.
Something like that, yep.
You're only 200 years old, you young one.
I know, he's the baby.
I know.
I think I'm younger than that, actually.
Mm-hmm. You tell him, Ryder.
Tell him. Any obstacles along,
Your dad.
along the way, or
You get some weird looks because there's 2
75.
drows and most people.
I'm invisible. I'm just
Yeah, most
Well, we're
people,
in our cloak too.
Yeah,
so we're
but
not.
well, the cloak's only a shoulder cloak
Oh, okay.
for that height. Most people know that multiple drow, usually something suspicious going on. So you get some weird looks. It's not really the Draugr drow side of town, anyways. But nobody stops you.
cool.
Oh yeah, I'm like fucking 10 years old. I'm a fucking baby.
I'm just a baby. I'm just 10 years old.
Are you really 10?
Well, I'm 75, but they can live up to like 750 years, so
Oh,
Yeah.
you
I'm
baby.
fucking
Why'd you make yourself so young, you dinkus?
I didn't look at that all the way.
We'll make it
Might be
past
changing that one.
Elven City to the
Yeah, I
gate.
think you probably are changing that one.
Cool.
Alright, so what horrible things become us?
What do you?
What do
We're
you
on
think
our
we-
way, DM. What horrible things happen?
What do you think?
What do we
mean?
see?
What do you think we mean, DM? What happens to me? I'm walking. Do I get lost?
I'm
Do I-
walking here. I'm walking.
Walking here.
What befalls me? Come on.
What
Come
the
on.
false mean?
With how long you guys spread each other out, it takes forever for the other party to arrive, it feels
30
like.
minutes. We're 30 minutes behind.
Yeah.
And we're the
What
fast
befalls
walkers.
me? Come on. What happened?
Nothing. They just seem like they took forever, like they detoured for a second and then got lost. It is a blind person and an ADHD person leading the blind.
It's true. I can lead them.
You're invisible.
Yeah, I can still hold on and just pull her.
You're getting pulled from your cape by 2 different directions, Ritz.
Hey, how do we know I wasn't super freaking focused? Sometimes.
Roll
I
for
can be-
ADHD.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
her best friend walked way ahead of her. She thinks she'd be like dead set on trying
Hold
to
on,
find
what?
her.
Do I roll a d20?
D4.
A d freaking 4? Damn it. The odds are not in my favor. How close? 1!
Your ADHD is hell. Every shiny rock, every sparkling part of a building.
Okay, but
You
wait,
want
hold
to
on.
hand out
We're
friendship
in the
bracelets.
Underdark, so what
I
things
know.
are really sparkly down
Well,
here? Like
The
there's no
sheet, the metal
sun.
sheets going up on the that are red faced, but almost every
Oh my
person.
gosh, I met him the other day, and we talked
Friendship
about.
bracelets that she
I know.
got.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
We
trying to throw
talked all day
bracelets
long.
on
He
everyone.
was
Yep.
so sweet. I owe him a friendship bracelet too.
I don't even know what this says. I can't read it.
It just says hi.
I'm probably like sitting for 2 minutes and then pacing for 10 minutes and then sitting for 2 minutes and then pacing for 10 minutes. Just
It
waiting
seems
for
like
them.
10 years before they arrive for you.
Oh, fuck.
Just invisibly.
How
you
far
see him
behind?
drag
How far
along.
behind am I? Just like walking.
Just 15 minutes or so.
Oh, so they had 15 minutes and then 15 minutes, really?
Yeah, but is she that excited about you?
I have short little dwarf legs. Come on. My walking speed is.
20.
I mean,
It's -5 for being a dwarf. Is dwarf walking speed 20?
I think it's 25.
I thought it was 25 was normal. That's what mine is, at least. But
where's my walking speed again?
oh, okay, yeah. So
Where's
yeah,
mine?
you walk the same speed as everyone else. You just have to walk twice as
Normal
fast.
walking speed's 30.
Oh shit. We got
Hey!
short legs.
I got one leg. Hey, they put swimming speed on here now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
That.
It's not all bad, is it?
I mean, I'm still like.
Okay, I lied. I'm like 270 years old.
Of
Because
legal
you just
age.
changed it.
I lied.
I swear, guys.
I lied.
I'm 18.
I lied by changing the facts.
I swear, guys. I'm
I'm proof
18.
by it right now. That you can't prove it otherwise.
Other than the fact that we have this all on video. Literally, we run the video and
Literally
it's Phil
recorded.
going, I am 75 years old. Oh, and they can live to be 750.
if you're watching this last 10 minutes of this video and you heard Ritz say that he was 75, therefore 10, please let us know.
I hope it's Guy in the chat going, fuck you!
He's sick right now.
You're a
He's not
10-year-old.
Huh?
He's sick right now. He's not watching.
Oh.
I love how we as a group really just totally did your ADHD for you.
Yeah. All of us have ADHD now.
Are we all at the gate yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does key work?
Sweet.
Who's got that key? Come on!
Who's got that key? Come on, Ben.
Oh, I should not climb in front of me.
I think it's Ben had the key, right?
Did anybody grab it from the table?
Ben would have. You can set it down.
Yeah, I was like, please don't be that
We're
dick.
not gonna leave it there.
I'll
I go all the way back.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I forgot to kiss my dad anyways. I gotta go give him a
We're not
kiss
lovey
goodbye.
dovey, okay? He's
Oh,
not.
wow.
I mean, he's already.
I cast haste at double speed. Go pick it up and come back. As I fly there, invisibly.
Ben's unlocked the door by the time the rest of you get there.
He waited? That was kind. Alright.
No, he unlocked it by the time the rest of you got there.
Okay, with the second half of the party showing
Did
up.
Kirad wait?
Yeah, I would not have let it wait to unlock it. I would have waited.
You see your best friends. even though
I
she
probably would
looks
have been
like
peeking in and then looking and then peeking in.
I look terrified.
The best part is
What
she
is it,
showed
like
up
a-
without the
I
key.
look terrified
I
that I don't
think
go going
Ritz
to
got
lose
mugged,
my...
except for the fact that Ritz is standing right next to the Ritz that got mugged.
No, I look like a girl drow. I don't look like Rick.
This is
You're
bullshit.
beat up, right?
You do look
No, why am I
Why is she beat up?
She said she looks terrifying.
No.
She looks terrified.
Yeah, I look terrified because I feel like I'm gonna lose my best friend.
Oh.
beautiful.
Are you okay?
Thank you, Rhino. Huh?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Nothing wrong. Don't leave me for druids.
Go home.
Go home. She said.
Oh my gosh, if this turns into E.T., I'm out.
Was E.T. a trauma movie for you too?
Yes!
That's awful.
Send that fucker home. We don't need it here.
I can see you being like very like a instead of like a passenger driver, a passenger pickpocket or a pickpocket for the key to
Wait.
like the door that like unlocks the
Hold
gate.
the
Be like,
phone.
wait, no, just
Who the fuck
unlock
bugged
it,
me?
turn it this way, yeah, and just
Who the fuck bugged me?
Nobody.
no one mugged you.
Oh, I thought you said I got mugged.
No.
No, what are you talking about?
Oh my god! Who has ADHD on this party?
However, now you can have your
What
sword
is
out.
ADHD, Ben asks you.
Oh, that's what my mom used to call me when I was really little.
Do you remember your
That
mom?
was the Princess of Light. Oh, I guess not my mom. The Princess of Light used to call me ADHD.
It's the door's open, right?
Yes.
I start skipping.
Alright, let's follow her before we lose
Therefore,
her. Come
Ben's
on.
off.
Cool. Follow.
Here
Alright.
we go.
You know how to do this. Roll survival.
I
Is
don't know.
anybody concerned how Ben and Darling are both very emotionally distraught?
Okay,
right
where's
now?
the survival? There it is. I found it.
Ben's not emotionally
Yeah, I was gonna say,
distraught.
I don't know. He might be.
Ben
No one's
seems
asked
okay.
him.
I gotta
No,
feel-
I asked him, and he said it's her choice.
15.
If she wants to go home with her family, she can.
19.
What'd you get?
18.
17.
15, 18, 17,
19.
19.
That was a natural 1.
But
You're just so sad that
Wait,
Hold
but oh wait,
But you
I
did
don't
that on
think-
a D4, right? So
No.
No.
But the down, like, I don't think he's gonna count it. But as a as a changeling road, I can't score underneath a 10 for things that. Oh, I'm not proficient in survival. Just kidding. 5 altogether.
So all these great
But natural
scores,
1.
all these great scores and a nat 1.
Who's rolling for Ben?
I'll roll for Ben.
I'll roll for Ben.
What's his bonus?
What was it?
Plus 5.
What was his bonus?
What was it?
4.
Plus his score. Plus
I
his
told
score.
you he's distraught.
I told
really
you.
makes sense that those two rolled low.
Who wants to roll a D6 against the DM?
I will.
Oh yeah, Phil. We're trusting Phil to do that again.
because Phil's rolls are lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, get
4.
it.
Please roll again.
2.
Okay.
I win.
No.
We're screwed.
Sorry, Ben.
No.
Sorry, not sorry. Well, we also did it last time then. I helped Ben.
Please roll 100.
Phil has to, because his rolls have been so good.
Yeah, who let Phil roll?
I love the peanut gallery this round. It's like a 10 out of 10 peanut gallery.
This has been in my
You're
cubby,
the
and
peanut gallery.
I'm done. It's done creeping
One.
me out.
No, it's not as bad. I didn't roll a 1, but I got 28.
That's not bad.
For all we know.
That's better than the bottom quartile.
It's like a fumble chart. What are we doing here? What are you making us do?
Apparently these guys don't like Ben.
You
These
guys
dice?
encounter a portion of the tunnel. It's a slick tunnel, and unlike the spiraling tunnel that heads down, like you guys came down from Mersta, it was more of a direct shaft. This one's kind of a tunnel that looks like it was burrowed. It's more natural from nature than it is man-made by any bit. You come across within the first hour of your trek up this, and granted, it's a good incline. It's not horrible. It turns super slick and slimy.
For Ben.
No,
Oh.
this is the whole party.
Yeah, we failed.
Yeah.
And it becomes
suck.
so muddy that boots start getting stuck. I need everybody to have to make dexterity rolls to get past.
That's fine.
Oh gosh.
Do I still have to roll?
It's a unit.
Just
What is your sword do?
dexterity.
I would like everyone to know that I'm a dwarf, and this is not going to go well.
I mean, I have winged boots. Not based off my sword, but based off my winged boots ability. Just fly.
12.
Just
Okay.
straight
My-
dexterity
My sword
yeah.
has
or
the.
saving throw.
Straight
What?
dexterity.
I'm gonna cast
27.
fly on Ben and Deidre with my sword.
Okay.
12.
12,
I have a
27.
27. You have a what?
23.
Okay, everybody almost successfully gets past. However, Kired, who has been skipping, immediately lands straight in the mud and sinks up to her waist. Somebody's going to need to go back and help with a strength save.
Oh, that's not me.
We send Sir Ben. Alright, Sir Ben, you can fly. You know, just go help your
Pull her
sister
up.
out.
My strength is a +2.
So's mine. And that's not good.
As
We're
he's
sending
trying to
Sir Ben.
pull, his flying actually, he's yanking on Kired, and he actually ends up landing his feet in the mud and pulling himself into it.
What a fucking Captain Shit Show here.
I'm gonna use my familiar's vortex warp. to teleport both of them out of there, straight ahead.
Right.
I do that again.
Do you choose to fail?
What?
Do you choose to fail?
The vortex work.
Fail?
There's a
Do you
saving
want them
for
to
it.
vortex you, warp
Oh.
you? Yes or no? If you say fail, you're going to stay in the mud.
No.
No.
Wrong.
What?
Wait.
If you choose to fail, then you get vortexed out.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So I'm trying to tell. I'm using the familiar.
I was being tricky with my words.
Oh.
Yes,
didn't
I
just-
You
choose
want to
to
get teleported out
fail.
of there. Okay, you choose to fail. You get teleported out of there.
Ben knows the game. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Cool.
This whole ordeal takes about 5 hours.
Holy mother.
You're gonna have to
Jesus.
postpone your trip already and go ahead and long rest.
This is the last of my ring!
What ring? What power did your ring possess?
So I
They're
get...
trying to collect all the rings and have like the one ring.
I know. Ben is gonna be like, I have 5 fingers and 6 rings. Good luck.
So
Where's
my
the
ring gives me resistance to something and vulnerability to something.
What if that supersedes previous? Like your cold to fire, how that
I know with like my sword,
your sword versus the
sword.
ring.
There's a W in there. Sword.
What?
Sorry,
How I
accidentally.
noticed it unless it's been
Someone's
not
been
wielding her
on
sword,
it.
but
Sword
carrying her
so-
sword by her side.
You have not seen it.
I don't see you like carrying like a sword of sorrow. Just checking. Personal preference.
Also, there's different sizes. The Sword of Light is a short sword. Yours is a long sword, and I believe the Sorrows is a scimitar. Just so you're aware.
And Deidre needs the Google.
Scimitar is like a
Pirates
Arabian
yeah,
And
Arabian
Deidre needs
curved
the
sword.
Google.
curved sword. It's like a scimitar. It's like a,
Some people call it a knife.
no, it's not a knife. It's like a curved.
Some people
it's a curved
call it.
blade.
Phil doesn't know what he's
Like a
talking
saber?
about.
I do. Colin
No,
knows what I'm
saber,
talking about.
I think it's like a very skinny with a fine
Give
point.
this lad a sword and he
think.
makes a knife.
Oh, I see. Like Aladdin.
Yeah, he's Aladdin. Yeah, an Arabian sword.
It was a totally racist joke that they did in that show. Too.
Yes,
It was like,
it was.
I'm like, this is good.
So we have to spend 5 hours to like also long rest.
Oh my gosh, I love it that people ask saber versus scimitars.
I think a scimitar is just more thick than a saber.
Scimitars tend to have a more pronounced curvature, with its tip rising above the hilt line.
Phil.
Okay, yeah.
Telling
it's like
Phil
the hilt,
right
the
now.
hilt is here.
Because
then-
sabers are also curved.
Yeah, but it's like a skinny one.
Phil, we got this. We can handle
Sabers are
it.
meant for...
Be mature. Be mature. You can do it. Be mature.
Sabers are a cavalry weapon. They're meant for on horseback, and they're the only modern-day slashing weapon that you can use in fencing.
That's weird because I think scimitars are also like the Arabian knight who also has a scimitar on a sword. That's how I imagine a scimitar used is like being on a horse and just
Yeah.
cavalry style.
So, like, if you ever watch the Olympics when you watch saber, that's why saber target is waist up.
Because it's a
Horseback riding weapon.
horseback. That's cool.
Fun facts for the stream.
Yeah, now you know.
And so it's
Deidre's
waist
fun-
up and
full of
it's
fun
the whole
facts.
blade, whereas epee and foil are tip only.
Hey Phil, did you hear
Cool.
that comment? And you didn't giggle or anything?
Nope, I was off
I
in my own
fenced
world.
a little bit in college on a club team, so
Yeah.
like this is. I was never good at saber, but I was really good. I got really good at epee, which is head to toe weapon.
With the tip.
And that's
survival
based
skills
on
for the
drawing
next
first
day.
blood.
Survival skills, I got those.
20.
20. Dirty.
23!
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
17.
Ooh! Who wants to roll for Ben?
I will today.
Yeah, no, don't let Phil roll for Ben.
Shouldn't have.
What was that?
You okay?
Natural one?
Her face was like, did you get in that one? Sorry, Ben.
16.
16? Okay.
you guys
Since you're the one,
for myself.
please roll a
so it's like,
D100.
okay.
So many dirty 20s. Oh my god. We got so many dirty 20s.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a new player named Kit.
Yep.
90.
90?
94.
You playing the old one or the new one?
The old one.
Wait, what?
Nunya.
It's way after.
It's not on the Xbox yet.
You guys see a bag, a satchel, with an amethyst that's glowing and pulsating on the ground before you.
Mm-hmm.
Purple gemstone.
Sir Ben, can you identify this for us?
I don't know if I want to touch it.
No touching the llama.
I'm not our average go touch curse person, am I?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
you
you're.
kind of are.
I can-
You had the sword first.
Well, I didn't use
After
it.
I buried. You did too, you big freaking liar.
There's only one of us that's blind.
Can ritual cast detect magic.
Well, we.
I'm really good with words right now.
But, yeah,
Do you have to touch it to identify it?
I believe so, yeah.
Does any of us want to touch the amulet?
What did I see when I cast detect magic?
It takes about 10 minutes to do a ritual cast.
Oh,
Do you have it as a ritual cast or do you
I'll go
just have it
touch
as a
it.
cast?
yeah, R. Look.
I think if you know the spell, you can know it as ritual.
Can I?
That's a
Concentrate. Oh no, it
Uh,
lasts up to 10 minutes.
R means ritual.
Yeah, R is ritual.
Yeah, but she
cast.
also can use a
Can I ready
spell
my
slot if she
my
wants
slash
to.
ability?
Or ritual cast it for free.
Yeah, but ritual casting takes 10 minutes, whereas
free.
just a regular. Yeah.
All right, fine. I cast it.
Oh, I was gonna say we can wait. We don't have to.
There's no magic on the bag.
Okay.
Can I go touch it?
Yeah.
Not saving your ass.
He walks and hits the wall because he still hasn't equipped his sword.
My sword's been equipped it.
Did you pull it out?
Yeah, how the hell did I make that dexterity throw?
So when you go to sleep, do you just like hide your sword?
No, it just sits right here. That way, next goblin that
He
wakes
sleeps
me
like
up,
he's
it
dead.
Fucking... I don't
That's right.
sleep.
You don't have to sleep. That's right.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you don't take 2 rounds so we can sleep more. You dick.
Because
You
that's
don't
why.
ask.
Because
You
he's
don't
a.
ask.
I have asked.
After the fact. Now we don't.
Yeah, you touch it, you flip open the satchel. Inside there's a sheet of paper.
And it says,
Are you gonna look at it
yeah.
Suck it, Trebek.
with the sword?
Yes.
Suck it, true man.
You see him like pull the sword over this piece of paper. It's a map.
Do I recognize the map?
Yeah, it's labeled Amsfall.
Oh, good. So it looks just like the one that Ben has? Or is it a map of Amsfall?
It's a map of Amsfall itself,
Oh,
not
alright.
just the
I'm just
world.
gonna stick this in my backpack.
And you're not gonna tell Ben.
I'm not
You're
gonna
not
touch
gonna give it
anybody.
Alright. It's your
Is there anything
prerogative.
underneath the bag?
I don't
Nope.
know why.
There-
Ritz, what'd you find in the bag?
There's
Yeah.
2 gold.
A gem and some gold.
What's the paper?
You
No
guys
paper.
can all roll perception if you want to.
Yeah.
No idea
Deception
what
for
you're talking
you
about.
at advantage.
That's a 24.
Are we rolling perception on the long list or perception like?
No, him waving his sword over something.
Hey.
25.
I have a
You're not
natural
rolling
20,
deception.
so that's a 31.
Can I roll intimidation?
17.
No.
Why not?
Well, you might be
I
able
have the
to,
ring
but
so long.
Do you
we
want
need to still
are you-
get past this.
Roleplay your intimidation with us.
They obviously know it's a piece of paper that you pulled out, not jam.
Roll the 24, 31.
And now you can
said.
choose to respond to that fact.
Was that a piece of paper that you found? It looked like it had features on it or something.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I got 11.
No, that's
For
a nat one. That's a
intimidation?
nat 1.
Yeah, but I had plus 10 because of the ring.
But also a nat 1.
Intimidation? Yeah.
Yeah, but nat 1, man.
That's his call, not mine.
That's
Plus
totally not a nat and I'd be so mad at y'all if y'all found it.
Just a piece of paper with some colors on it.
He's lying.
Yeah,
We know he's lying. Why are you hiding it from us, you
we're gonna
weirdo?
take it from him.
Huh?
I'm gonna take
I'm
it
gonna
from him.
cast.
Did you see?
Did you-
see what happened last time someone got in my bag?
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth. I'm gonna go stand right next to him and cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. What does your spell do?
So
You can't tell lies in the zone.
you
of
can't
truth.
tell
I know,
lies
I
within
know.
Zone of the
Is
Truth.
it a charm?
No,
No.
it's
It's
like
a magical zone that guards against deception.
How big is this
I
stuff?
love zone of truth. Such a good spell.
You have to roll perception and you deception now.
Me deception?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
But-
because Collins
He's trying to
is
see if I'm trying to see if Ritz
Only
notices that you
checks realize
casted the
sight
spell
on sight. The sight's not a big deal because we're
7.
not anywhere near the sun.
on deception.
Yeah, I don't have good deception.
Oh
fucking
my
cleric,
God.
I got 8.
He kind of noticed that you casted a spell. You were trying to be non-semantic about it, but it still came out.
And I'm just gonna keep walking away from her.
I'll keep walking towards him. What's on the paper?
My stride's longer than yours.
I'm gonna vortex warp him back into the zone of truth and be like,
You gotta
Shit.
ask.
share what you
What's
found.
on the
What's
paper?
saving throw for that?
It's 21, I believe. Let me double check.
You gotta stop thinking that you're super powerful, dude.
If
Oh.
I come out on top of this, I would be like,
No,
I'm gonna cast Command.
Saving throws a Constitution 22. Constitution saving throw.
And he has to concede a Wisdom saving throw of 21 if he wants to get out of it.
Oh no, you didn't make it.
I got 17.
Oh, no. You're back in the zone of truth. Zip.
And I gotta do what for yours?
Wisdom saving throw of 21.
What's your question?
No.
You're not.
No.
and I'm commanding him to halt.
You're stuck.
What's on the paper?
It looks like a map.
What's on the map?
I'm gonna take the map out.
You're such a thing.
Dude, seriously?
you couldn't stop me. You should just let me be. No one wanted to go touch it.
Can I cast Reparo?
I think you have mend
Yeah.
at
I
the
can-
top
I
as
can
a
cast
cantrip.
mend on my next long rest when I.
Yeah.
Are you gonna spend the time to pick up the pieces?
I
Of
will-
course he will.
I'll pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
Unless if you know, I'm gonna just.
I think
Yeah.
I'm a fan of wind down here. I
I'm
just down the
I'm gonna
tube.
teleport him away.
You
with my
can
vortex
roll
warp.
to see if you get teleported away.
22 Constitution. Fuck you.
Nope.
Yeah. Constitution. Teleport. Ritz away.
We're gonna pick up the pieces,
Pick up
and
these
one of us
pieces.
will, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give them to Millie to hold on.
By the
to.
time you get this shredded map,
You're such
it's muddy because he stomped on it. And,
I didn't stop on it.
And,
just tore it
and
up and walked
so
away.
he's been teleported,
Oh, wait, I
halted,
can't. I gotta sit right
deception,
here.
perception, all that. It's time to go to bed.
You guys, there was such a better way.
You can all roll perception to
Of
see about
using
how
our
much
day.
longer this tunnel you think there is. If
I
you'd
hope
like.
nobody comes after us, you idiots.
Perception.
Mhm.
12.
25.
Hey, nice. Also, fuck you.
What are we rolling? I'm sorry. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 21.
27. I rolled a nat 20.
Damn.
Anybody above 25, you think you have 2 days left, depending on how fresh the air is feeling.
I'm gonna prepare my spell mend.
I prepared it.
You prepare. Okay, cool. Yeah, giving you
I prepared
pieces.
it.
I'll let you handle that.
Okay. In the morning, I'm assuming you cast Mend.
Yes. Let me long rest here though.
I
So
mean, is it ritual cast?
it's for me it's a cantrip.
Cantrip. Okay.
On this map, you see different written cities.
Yeah, dude. See how you're not out. See how you suck.
See how you're the
See
worst?
how you're the
See-
worst?
See how I play my part so
See?
well for you
Not
guys?
demure, not very
Not
mindful,
very chill either.
Not cutesy.
not cutesy. He's not very demure. Not very.
I didn't see shit.
Not demure.
This map has on it depicted several different cities in sections, including an off-island and different places of interest, from Osmos to Elvrani to Varanus to Adaval to Cog Ulgur, and then the Tower of Magi.
I love that
You
he
wanna
made names
respell
that
that?
even he
You
finds
wanna-
hard to pronounce.
Wait.
Oh my
I
gosh,
couldn't see it
are we
from
in
here.
Norway
His
again?
fictional world.
I was gonna say that trip to Norway
Really
paid
helped.
off. Really threw in a lot of vowels in there.
This sounds like osmosis.
Osmos is osmos.
Osmos.
Um,
Mayor's name's Jones.
is there a route showing where the direct way to get from here is on the map, or does the map show like routes?
The map does not show routes,
Okay.
and in fact, it doesn't even make mention of
Where
where
we-
you're gonna
gonna
come
come
out.
out. That's
at.
gonna be my next
However, you do have now a map for reference, depending if you come up near a lake, if you come out in a sandy bar on an island, if you come up near mountainous ranges, or if you come into a slate, swampy area.
Ooh, what's that? What's up there? How will we know if we're up there?
You see a lot of vowels.
Valleys?
A peninsula.
Thanks, smartass. Trying to see if you'd slip.
Yeah.
Not much mountain.
We're gonna tear up this map and never see it again.
I am gonna command.
Yeah, man.
Proud,
Min,
proud
min, min.
command.
It's done the round of survival. Who's rolling for Ben today?
Not me.
What's his? I will for myself.
Oh my
first.
god.
So 11.
Natural one.
What's Ben's bonus?
I'm at 18. I'll roll for Ben today.
I just rolled for Ben. I got a 7.
Oh, you rolled for Ben. You
Yeah.
rolled Ben, okay.
Okay, it's 3, so 10.
So you got a 10. I rolled. So if there's a roll, then 11. Ben rolled a 10.
Okay.
What did I say I rolled?
I don't know.
Survival
It
for
was
you?
18. It was 18.
I got a natural one, so.
You got a nat one.
Is that your second natural one
No.
you've had? On
I had a nat one too. Did you?
I think Katie had a. Yeah, she had another natural one.
Well, Ben had a nat one.
Well, I
She
rolled
rolled
that
it, it
one.
was
22.
It was technically Ben.
Okay. With that, the person that rolled for Ben gets to roll a D100.
Yeah.
Well,
It was amazing.
Yay, that wasn't me.
I don't even know if I know how a D100 works.
A D10 a percent.
Tens,
So
please.
that's
you rolled a d12.
See, this is the ones
I
place
did
and this is the
12.
tens place. So, like, I rolled.
So that'd be like 60.
57.
So, like, this is what I rolled, so it's 90.
That's like
'cause
11.
the
Yeah,
90
it's like,
and then
that's
the
not
0.
right.
50, 11. Yeah. So 50,
I got it now.
57.
Well,
But that's supposed to be 10, and that says.
what did you do?
It's one of these dice.
Oh, that's
Which you couldn't have rolled flawed.
It didn't sound like it rolled at all.
I know, it's like that.
You encounter an offshoot.
Oh, stop it.
I vortex warp everyone else out of the offshoot.
That was an option.
Yeah. I don't-
Except for Ritz.
It's another tunnel that leads a different direction. So you
Yeah, I was
basically
like, you
came
don't really want
at-
to.
came to a Y.
Gotcha.
We're in a fork in the road, and we need to know which way to go.
I'll go
Is there a
left.
map?
Although we had a map.
Yeah.
I'll go left.
Rit starts walking left.
Well, guess we should stay together and follow Ritz.
Okay.
My persuasion is strong.
My father didn't make mention of a Y at all.
Right. I was
Did
trying
you
to-
talk to the?
You know what? Typically,
made no
Dads
communication
always
with
go
the
left.
courier or the embassy to the druids, so I don't know which way they.
I mean, the island was to the left, anyways, so.
The big one. Okay.
The island we're going to.
that makes sense.
All right, let's go left.
You head left. You come to a Y.
does that mean Phil went right, and then all of us went left, and he's all by himself?
No, Phil went left and we followed.
Oh,
think-
okay.
Yeah. So there's another Y.
Can you tell anything between the two?
Oh, it looks about the same.
What about the smell?
You don't notice anything different.
I'm wondering if we should start marking these in case we come back.
I was gonna say it doesn't look almost exactly the same.
Does anyone have a way that we can mark?
Left again.
I'm only excited for the flowers.
Gotta follow.
Or the-
Ritz goes left again.
I'm gonna follow Ritz.
See, I'm a flower.
Okay.
Did you want to mark anything? or-
Yeah.
Probably like chalk for like some ritual spell or something.
I have pen and paper. I write you guys notes a lot, remember? I take that out.
I thought I had
Somebody else is writing it though because I'm not paying attention.
I have Smith's tools, so it should have like.
I also have forgery.
It's pretty
tools.
muddy.
Mark something in the wall.
I was gonna say
Guys,
just like
I have
carve-
friendship bracelets.
Can you hang it on like a rock or something on the wall?
Let's just
You-
leave it.
You could probably druid craft like something within like the mud or made like a
Stays
cairn.
pretty long.
I'm just.
I could make some flower blossoms. I don't know how long they last. though.
10
Got friendship bracelets. We got druid crafts. You
I'll,
definitely.
I'll make some flower blossoms and leave them in front of the left.
How long do your
And
flower
that's-
blossoms
It
last?
doesn't say.
That seems shady.
I know it says
You know what? My friendship
instantaneous.
bracelets last forever.
Because they're plastic.
It says duration
Microplastic.
instantaneous.
Microplastics. They last forever.
You guys head left.
Yep.
You come to a Y.
What have we seen in the Y?
Looks about the same as the first one.
Hey,
No
are
flowers?
we actually accidentally in somebody's like nightmare?
Well, I guess we can start heading right and see where that takes us.
Do we notice any flower blossoms at the bottom of this Y?
Let's head right.
If you're gonna throw it out first, then we'll go that way.
I feel like we should at least do 3 lefts. 4 lefts.
We're gonna head back the way we came. I'll take a right.
So we're gonna head right.
Yeah, but can
We're
we
not
put
gonna
flower
split
blossoms
up.
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start whistling. Please start whistling.
You place flower blossoms and you head right. You head right, darling.
Yeah.
You come to a Y.
Why?
Why?
There are no flower blossoms.
We're not going in circles.
Not yet, at least.
Are we going down or up?
It feels oddly like both.
We are in Norway. We're going corkscrew.
Oh my gosh, is this that corkscrew? Shit.
No.
Are my ears popping?
No.
Is my water bottle condensing?
No.
We're going in a freaking corkscrew.
Do I
You just-
notice
you just caught it.
anything other than mud?
Nope.
No stone or.
Mud looks like it was maybe made by a giant worm at one point.
Can I
Am I in-
do a perception for like tracks?
Do I smell? Does the air smell less foul in one direction? Can I
gonna
Gandalf
use
There
it.
never
this?
smelled foul here.
Flash of genius. So 6
Going right.
plus 9 plus 5 20.
Dirt.
Dirt.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you don't notice any footsteps except from behind you. The ones that you guys made.
No, going for either way. There's no tracks heading forward.
Ritz takes off right. You guys
Leaving
following?
flower blossoms.
Flower blossoms.
I want to send my familiar far off ahead.
Which direction? Right?
Obstruction? Or
Direction.
direction, right. Just
Right? Okay.
head my familiar. I'm going to stay still. Head my familiar. Just
Ooh, sorry.
dash
Okay.
forward.
Alright. Dashes forward.
And then as an action, try to. I can see what my familiar sees within a certain distance.
Yeah.
Now, how far is it from one Y to the next?
Probably a minute.
Normally. Okay.
What does my
Can we
familiar
split
see?
in half and see
Block.
if one group,
There's no light.
goes to the next
Black.
Y?
Well, actually, can we just see if we can go back through the tunnel and get to the same thing?
Ritz has already gone right.
And
So is
then-
a familiar.
if your flower thing is there.
Can I just stay here while you guys go?
Am I there yet?
I guess we'll wait till
Well,
they
if
get
you're
to the
doing
next
that,
intersection.
yeah, he's staying too. Yeah, we go.
You guys go?
Some of us do, obviously.
I'm staying
some
right
stay
here.
behind.
You're staying
too.
right there?
Us two stay back. I guess
Okay.
Sir Ben can stay back with us.
And then Chris and I will go.
Yeah, y'all three and then us three will
Okay.
stay.
So we'll go to the next one.
But I'll send my familiar with you.
Okay. Your familiar's just sensing black. This trail seems like it's going up and down, but it's still going.
So we've gone for more than a minute and we haven't found a Y.
Yeah, the wing ones that left.
If we yell back, can they hear us? Like if I yell as loud as I can, we're still going!
Is his familiar still looking at us? Is his familiar still flying above
That's
us?
fine with, around you guys.
Come here. Come here.
I'll tell them, alright, I guess they want us to follow. And we'll reconvene. Going right.
Okay.
I would pause and wait at this point so that we're not split up.
As soon as us three, move right, you guys appear at a Y, and about 45 seconds later, they appear at the same Y.
So now all of us are at a Y, including Ritz.
Same Y. Yep.
Huh? Like we see our.
You looked one way, you looked at the familiar, and as you turned, as soon as the three, Kira,
As soon as
Ben,
we entered in,
Yep.
a
and you
Y
look
appeared.
back, a Y appears. And about 45 seconds later, so does this group.
So why don't we just split up and go down both of them?
separate wise or separate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
separate wise split.
Okay,
Split up.
let's
Go
do that.
left.
Okay, one's going left.
I'll
Split
go
up.
left.
I'll send my familiar
I knew
with.
she liked me.
My familiar with them.
I'm your best friend. You told them
We'll go
that.
left.
Okay.
They'll go
I told
right.
them that.
Alright.
Yeah.
You're sending
said you
me with
like
Ritz?
the-
Because it's
You're the best
Or you
balance.
like me the, or you hate me the
You
least,
have to
which
prep
means
balance.
I'm your best friend.
You're the best balance to Ritz
In
that
what
we
world?
have. We need you to keep him in check.
I can't remember.
Alright, I'll go with Ritz.
I'm gonna ask Millie if she knows any good whistling songs since she's a dwarf. No? No songs? Okay. Just keep walking.
I just keep on walking.
You know, if you kill him here, nobody will know other than me.
Not so sure how to keep a secret.
I really can't. You're not wrong.
I got my familiar.
Oh, just too bad though.
Covering up for y'all, just observing, just concur.
That familiar knows nothing.
But you can't hear anything other than them talking about killing me because
Yeah, I can't observe my familiar senses unless I take an action to go into my familiar.
Everybody stepped in, left or right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys both parties appear at another Y at the same time. It's the same Y.
I really think we're in some kind of dream world right now.
So we both end up at the same Y.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see the other ones that went right.
probably just whistled or sang along and probably would be.
Do you think we'd be somewhere else if we whistled while we walked?
We might be.
Can I do like an intelligence check to see if this is something that we've been either warned against, told about, something that we've been like how to figure out what's going on? So we went separate ways and reconvened.
I'll let you do an investigation check.
Even better. 26 plus 6. 32.
Please roll a d6.
Oh my god. That's a 1.
Please roll a d6.
Oh, fuck me.
That's a 3.
You don't know.
Yeah. Well, I tried.
Can I roll an investigation?
Just to 32 on
I'm wondering if we
investigation.
should try to go backwards and see what happens.
Yeah, I think.
I suggested that, but yeah.
I know, but I'm saying it again. Maybe they'll listen this time.
I know. I'm kind of bummed that nobody takes me seriously just because I
Right.
got a cute little voice.
I agree.
I can change that.
Let's
go back in the tunnel.
Let's go back. Right now, this is my nice voice.
Can I get inspiration because I made you giggle?
Sure.
Thank you. I actually think I'm at my max anyway, so.
Yeah, I was already at my max. I made a giggle earlier too.
Well, I suggest. Yeah, I agree. I think we should head on back. That's a great idea.
Ritz, you have to come too. We already know that it won't work if you don't come. So don't be a dick. Or I'll
Come on, best friend.
Or I'll command you.
Decisions.
Alright, I'm gonna walk back.
Okay, that's 1,
Same. Yeah.
2,
I go.
4,
Same. Yeah.
then 5. Ritz. They all went back.
Sure.
Vortex warp him.
You guys appear, and there's a single tunnel heading up. No light.
Well,
Like,
we
straight
keep
up?
going.
Like straight up? That we have to climb?
No, it's like the one that you were on before you found the light. Congrats, you solved the puzzle. If I need to make it that dense.
We'd only listen to you sooner.
Nobody listens to me. Just too cute.
Alright,
Alright.
up I go.
Up, and
Long
away.
rest. You got one more day of this.
Oh, I'm definitely out of this ring now. This ring is gone.
You give it to Ben for safety.
He didn't ask.
He did ask.
When?
Just now.
Oh.
You did ask when just now.
Did you give it to Ben? Is that how you ask people? Did you give it to this guy?
He's not here.
The third party? Yes.
I'm doing
Yes.
another.
I did not
Ben
want
didn't
this
ask for
ring.
mine, technically. You didn't even say, did you give it to Ben? I still have mine.
It's
FYI.
still on you though, right?
No, I took it off.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Because I had my 6th day.
Why is Ben collecting the rings? That seems sussy.
He's
He wants to make one ring to roll them all.
We have
I
one
said
final
that
boss
earlier
fight.
too.
If you have one boss fight and you slide on all rings at once, you're almost unstoppable.
And
He
you
would have
would
asked you
the boss.
if you wanted to procure it.
I'm keeping it.
Hold on, did you say you get to F the boss?
I said then he gets to book the boss.
That's what I
Nobody's
said.
played Bard yet, so
Are we doing one last survival check?
yes, survival all the way around.
Oh.
Arrgh.
We're doing a different check.
Nope.
23.
8.
8, 23,
16.
16.
Fine.
24.
Dang, that's good.
Who's rolling for Ben? Somebody that hasn't.
14.
I'll roll for Ben.
Darling.
By the way, we're failing this one. Just so you know.
Natural what?
Ben,
Ben, you
you
suck.
have gotten
Get
3
your shit
natural
together,
ones
Ben.
on your survival check.
You suck.
Ben, be better, dog.
Yeah.
Ben is really sad.
Ben, you suck. Ben,
Ben is so
Emotional
in his
wreck.
head right now.
that is the worst.
He can only speak about crows. He is just absolutely focused on crows.
Can we leave him behind?
Anytime you ask him about where you're going, he just starts cacawing.
Oh, we've been here before. It's not a good place.
Okay, yeah. Whoever rolled for Ben gets to roll the 100. This is gonna be fun.
86.
Dang. That's good.
No, it's not.
No, it's his like own little fumble puzzle chart.
It's like his own, torture chambers over here. Apocalypse bird? Okay. I don't get it, but you. Okay. You do!
That's tuna and bad, because you do.
It is silver.
Oh, darn it. It's not throwing the power. Does it have Elven script on it if we burn it in the fire?
You can find that out.
I've been watching that show.
It fucking
It's
helps.
better than the first season so far.
The 4
So far.
episodes.
Ring of power.
Rings of Power, yeah.
There are people that haven't seen it all. Don't say anymore.
Okay, all we said is that we've watched it and named the title.
I'm
Will
just
you
saying,
please
I'm
cool your
giving you a
jets,
heads
dude?
up.
Better than the first season so far.
There's
I
only
haven't
4
watched
episodes.
it because I have not been in the mood. I've been watching The Nanny on repeat.
Okay, what did you say? I'm sorry.
There's a silver ring in the mud.
Oh, right. we go.
Well,
Squirrel.
we don't want Ritz to have this.
Someone else pick it up.
No picking it up!
Do you grab it?
Oh.
If you don't, I will. Go
Oh.
for it.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. She grabbed it.
She's slow.
Does she?
I will secret you.
Oh no.
This is
By the
how
end of the
we
last
die.
day, you guys smell. A smelly smell.
Sulfur?
No, you smell salt.
You smell the smell of the
See.
smelly smell.
Oh my gosh, are we in Iceland again? Is it your shoes?
It is my shoes.
I was like, there's so much coding here going on. It was like a trip with only 2 of us at the table. And
However,
yet
as
so many
you
references.
broach light, you
I
guys
guess
come out
3, but he doesn't count. He's DMing it.
in a very ancient looking, and you can roll your rock history.
My rock history.
Can I roll rock history? Can I
You
just
can
roll
roll
history?
What's it called?
Elvrani.
Elhiny?
I rolled a nat 20. 21.
Hold on, I
This-
rolled a 19. Hold on. I want to know too. 22.
Okay.
Is my history different than her history?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Perspective-wise.
Then sorry for
She's
interrupting.
doing like stonework stuff.
This stonework is impressively built. It is definitely by your people. The dwarven work craftsmanship is in the stone, though it's using ancient techniques. And in fact, as you look upon the runes of your people, it's in old dwarven speech, which you, having studied clerical stuff, also allows you to kind of decipher slowly as you look upon it. But this seems to be a tributed city to the first dwarf. However, looks fairly deserted. There's just buildings around. A lot of it's been reclaimed by moss. It is kind of, for perspective from real world going to fantasy world, it's kind of Stonehenge-y. It's got a lot of stone arches. The buildings are made of big blocks of stone. Some have collapsed over time, but most have held strong. They're very weathered. Everything's built fairly large for dwarves, but it would cause many people of a normal human height to crouch a little bit as they entered. But everything's very thick. Thick stone was moved to make this place. You do see old runes everywhere, and they still light up with magical context as you pass by them. And you kind of get the sense that this city used to light itself during nighttime using these rooms. But it is daytime, and you have made it up to Ilmsfall. You guys have a map. You can reference that the sea you're smelling is coming from easterly wind. And you guys can go ahead and take a long rest, and also level up to level 15. Also,
it was a level up.
also,
What up,
welcome to part 4 of the campaign.
Does that mean you're gonna give Phil deets?
At the
Because
end
he's
of
been
part
asking.
4.
Oh, at the end of part 4. Manage character and levels.
We're going to stay on stream for a bit. I'm going to secret a message to our friend
She's
Kira,
no longer a druid. She
Here.
winds up changing classes.
Am I home?
And then when you guys are done leveling up, granted we're missing a player, so we'll send him a note
He doesn't get to
in the-
level up
in the
then.
group. But basically, yeah, once you're done, go ahead and turn to the mic and stream
Do I
and
not
let
get
them know
anything?
what you guys chose and why.
For
I
what?
don't get anything.
I don't think I get anything until 16. That makes you feel
Yeah, this is a bummer level.
Is this level 15?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I think I get something big.
You'll
I got
get another attunement slot.
Nope.
Yes.
I did not.
No, it's something you have to add.
It's
Oh.
How do we
yeah,
add?
it's,
I don't
DM
know.
given.
I don't know.
it's a DM thing, which is big for me.
How do we add another attunement slot though? I thought you had to do that for
Yeah,
us.
you might have to do that.
What is this place called?
I
was-
probably get
I think it's-
spells.
Alem's Fall.
I get one.
Is it ALEMSFALL? Alem's
8th
Fall.
level
Yep.
spells.
Elven's Fall.
Alem's Fall.
So my character got Slippery Mind. By 15th level, you have acquired greater mental strength. You gain proficiency in wisdom saving throws. So I think that means she's proficient in like 3 saving throws. Yeah, she's good at dexterity, wisdom, and intelligence.
Oh, this is such a good level for me. Oh, I can't wait to share this.
You can just share it.
Well, we're gonna have to like explain it to the stream, right?
Well, that's what we're doing right now. Isn't it still streaming?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Even-
listen, guys. Suck it, Trebek. Sorry,
Shuck it.
Trebek. I love
Shuck it, Trebek. At level 15, Fizzle gains a fortified position as a 15th level artillerist. So when you and your allies have half cover while within 10 feet of a cannon as a result of a shimmering field of magical protection that the cannon emits, which is awesome. If you're near my cannon, you have half cover, which is awesome. Also, I can now have 2 cannons at the same time. I can create 2 with the same action and can activate both of them with the same bonus action. I can determine whether the cannons are identical to each other or different. I cannot create a 3rd cannon while the 2 are active, but I have 2 cannons, and if you're next to one of them, you have half coverage, which is freaking awesome. That's insane.
I like it.
Hashtag Brad.
Should be.
Should be. Oh. So
Guys, 2 more levels and I become Death's friend.
level 17.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Which means I can just...
Kill things. Can't die.
Okay, I got an 8th level spell, and I took Feeble Mind, so I can blast the mind of a creature that I can see within range, attempting to shatter its intellect and personality. They take 6 of psychic damage and must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, their intelligence and charisma score becomes 1. They can't cast spells, activate magic items, or understand language or communicate in any intelligible way. They can, however, identify its friends, follow them, and even protect them. At the end of every 30 days, the creature can repeat its saving throw against the spell. If it succeeds on a saving throw, the spell ends.
Cast it on a Scar. It's over for him. Yeah, dum dum.
That's the only reason I got it was
Yeah, I'm
in
not
the
sure
big
where you would add that to this one.
Yeah, I don't think we can add an attunement slot.
That might be
There's
like a DM thing.
Yeah. I know. I think there's a spot for it. I'll look here in a second.
I'm done sucking my sucker. It's now my weapon.
Dude, I've got 2 cannons. I can create one. Wait. I can create a force ballistic cannon, and I can create a protector cannon. This is insane. I can do 2 cannons at once. This is a big level for artificers. Is 15 is when they do some crazy stuff.
Okay, notes are done. Deidre still has to go, and Rit still has to go.
I just get more. I get one more. I get 8 level spells, and
I
then
did
one
not
more
receive
prepared
anything.
spell. That's it.
Okay.
HP went up.
You HP went up. No multi-classing, nothing like that. Just gonna stick Blood Hunter.
No, not this late. 'Cause I'm gonna have 4 levels into something else maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So that is what we're gonna do. And since this was teacher's first week back to work, we're gonna wrap up the session a little early tonight, and give them some time to recoup on a Sunday going into a Monday. So tune in 2 weeks. Next week should be Guys to the Starved, as far as I'm informed. Should be rolling out our full schedule of streams again every Sunday around 6 p.m. Alaska time. And we'll see you at Grasp of the Starved next week, and then following part 4 of Arcana of Alstaria on the following Sunday. Coming into October, because October is my birthday, I will be planning a birthday one-shot once again. So be look forward for announcements from that, and then also be looking out for details as we get closer and closer to the end of this campaign, about details of campaign 2.5, before you get some details also about campaign 3. Alright, everybody have a good rest of your night.